Sorry, I'm messing with my, oh, I didn't put the Twitter notification up, hold on. I'm messing with my screen so that I have the chat and my notes for the game on the screen at the same time. I'm not really paying as much attention as I could be. Hey Todd, how's it going? First, give me my bits, yeah. All it took was a refresh to get the title screen online. I was still first, I demand bits. You get all of my imaginary bits that are not in my Twitch wallet. Does Twitch have a wallet? Like, I don't know how that works, honestly. I don't really donate bits to other people that often because I don't really watch a lot of other people's streams. Does that make me a bad person? I don't really know. That's fine. There we go. But you get all my imaginary bits for what it's worth. You know, it's worth not much. Let me see if I can get chat on my phone. Just so I have the activity feed here. And in case something doesn't pop up on my PC, you never know. Usually better to have two forms of stuff on here. Job training's killing you. Don't think a ton of us are comprehending this stuff either. Only 11 of the 20 passed the first assessment the other day on the first attempt. Oof. Yeah, that's a little rough. Yeah. Tempted to make a study guide to help everyone out. Well, you'd definitely be appreciated by the other people in the job training if you decided to do that. I'll tell you that much. Most people are pretty appreciative of that sort of stuff. I'd like to believe, anyway. I'm optimistic about other people's appreciation. Anyway, we're gonna get started with the stream in like 2 minutes, so just so everybody knows, I will load up a couple of minutes. Want everyone to pass, to be honest. I got a good group. Well, that's good. That's good, and that's a good sign. That means that even though you guys haven't known each other for too long, you still feel like you've got a good group. It's a good sign. It means that you should all work well together. So, helping people out in that particular case, I think, is a good thing to do. Hey, Conquer, it's going good. How's it going for you? We are getting started in about a minute and a half here. Just chatting with Todd about his job training. Seems like it's going pretty good so far. Screaming while watching classic Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess it's better than screaming while in classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Seto Kaiba in the first episode. He screamed a lot, I think. You forgot that Tristan sounded like his abridged counterpart? You always thought that was a meme, to be honest. I don't even remember what Tristan's original voice actor sounded like. Is that awful? Like, I think the abridged version has just spoiled me for it, because I honestly can barely even remember what his original voice actor sounded like. Why should it be like Kylo Bear or something, and me be like, oh shit, you know? I don't even know if that's how you pronounce Kylo Bear's last name. It's like a French thing, I think. Kyle Herbert, that guy. Damn, I should go back and watch the classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at the moment. Oh, okay, gotcha. You playing around with Byleth? Or you playing against Byleth to figure out how to beat him? Or something else. That's the only thing that I know right now at the moment about Smash Ultimate is that Byleth was the latest character on the DLC pass, well, the Unlockable Fighters pass. So, oh man, shouldn't have had red meat for lunch. Word to the wise, red meat has more tryptophan in it, actually, than turkey. Turkey has about the same amount of tryptophan in it as chicken, and it doesn't have that much. Red meat actually has more tryptophan in it than turkey. So red meat actually makes you more tired than turkey or chicken or that sort of thing does. So just in case you ever wondered why you felt so sleepy after eating that steak sandwich, that's why. Kaiba's a sociopath, not gonna lie. He's a high schooler. It started off playing someone in a card game, tied with them, got his pride hurt so bad he hired trained assassins and mercs while also building a death trap of a theme park to kill him, and then televised a few of the murder attempts. Was that season 0? Because I don't remember that in the original. Maybe it's because I only watched like season 1 of Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't watch like the dual disc Battle City whatever stuff. It was beyond me at that point. I still played the card game a little bit, but I wasn't. Yeah. It was season 0 and the manga. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't remember that part. Playing as Byleth. Okay, gotcha. So learning some combo moves for the new fighter. Although, are they new at this point? Haven't it been out for like a couple of weeks? I don't know. Season 1 starts off with the duel at the end of season. Oh, okay, I see. Now it's all tying together. What say we get started, shall we? Let's get this thing moving. Remember that happening in season 0? Yeah, season 0 sounds wild, man. Sounds like an Adult Swim. It sounds like season 5 of Samurai Jack versus seasons 1 through 4. That's really what it sounds like. If I need to compare it to something else. Okay, here we go. So, we left our own kingdom to try to fix things, and we get here and there's just a bigger mess to clean up. Like, look at this. Look at this. This whole town is basically destroyed. Like, I mean, I'm sure they'll be able to rebuild, but maybe if we wouldn't have been fiddle-farting around all over the place, we would have gotten here a little earlier and we could have prevented all this. Then again, the person that did this is a bit higher on the levels and strength-wise than we are at this point, so also maybe not. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, the stream edition. Last time, we began the game with Princess Peach's voice being quote-unquote kidnapped by Cacletta and her Goonie Fawful. And we followed them here to the Bean Bean Kingdom, got to Bean Bean Castle Town, and today we're going to see what destroyed half the town by going to the castle and seeing if we can learn some info that we couldn't get in the town. It is. Season 0 is nuts. Yami was freaking nuts as well, I know, right? Well, I mean, I figured that much. It is a castle, after all. Oh, it hasn't been attacked yet? Oh, okay. You'd think you guys would be out there, like, relieving the citizens or something. I mean, I know you gotta protect the royalty, but... Okay, we could do that. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, Luigi. No one ever remembers you. You gonna ask me to jump again? Oh, here we go. There you go. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm known everywhere, so... Oh, god damn it. Have these guards been living under a rock their entire lives? The hell kind of beans live under a rock? Other guy. You're just saying that, aren't you? It's like you're talking to somebody who doesn't speak your language and they're like saying something in their language. You're like, oh yes, I see, I understand you. And in your mind you're like, nope. Oh god. Oh, really? But how about this? Yeah. Something like that, yeah. That's probably a good idea before I have to report to your supervisors. I think you're a wacky pair. How about that? Alright, we made it inside the castle. Let's see what the hell's going on here. That doesn't look too friendly. I guess we'll go around then. Maybe the throne room is off to the side in this one? You'd think they would just put it straight on, but apparently not. What are you doing? Hello, are you okay? Oh, hello. Who's this? Oh, hi, Lady Lima. You have someone behind us who looks like he needs medical attention. We are, but you might want to take care of them first. Just saying. We need to prove it to her. Just keep jumping. Okay, good. Oh god, another person that can't understand us. Come on now, our languages aren't that different. What are you senile or something? Did Mr. Fizzwidget rub off on you from my last playthrough? Sure. Okay, but you know who we are, though. You know we're Mario and Luigi, so we're not suspicious. You know that we're just emissaries from the Mushroom Kingdom. We can't be suspicious if you know who we are. Well, what do you mean by... Oh, no. Ow. Quick, pull the rope down further. We need to jump back out. Luigi, do a high jump. You do know that we're not actually plumbers, right? We've never fixed the plumbing in anything. Like, not even in the original Mario Bros. We weren't fixing the plumbing, we were murdering the monsters that were coming out of the pipes. It's in this game. They speak English, not English? That's a good point. That's a good point, Nitro. I didn't think of that. And hello, Nitro. How you doing? Is that the equivalent of English from Riviera? Could be. Maybe. Okay, fine. I guess we've got more to do while she goes and takes care of the medical attention that Beanish person needed. That's fine. Maybe. I don't even know what English is. It's from Riviera. It's not Rivera, so it has nothing to do with The Witcher. I don't know. Get back here. Hey! Gotcha. So these guys are Superflies, I think? They're similar to the Fighter Flies that we fought before. Yeah, Superflies. They're similar to the Fireflies that we fought before in Stardust Fields, but they're about twice as fast as the other ones. They can also hop in place up to twice before they jump towards you, but the timing isn't really all that different from the other ones, so it shouldn't be too much of a big deal to get rid of them. See, you just do it once they're starting to move towards you the second time, and that's it. But don't be afraid to use your hammer, because, well, we're gonna need it, so... Beaming Castle Sewers Maintenance Manual Part 1. Whack the stoppers in areas that leak to plug any and all holes. Okay. Fair enough. Go to work, Luigi. You got this, bro. There we go. From an old screenshot LP of Riviera, the Promised Land. Who's old enough to remember screenshot LPs? I am! That was one of the first places I was thinking after when I was first starting my YouTube channel, I was thinking about, instead of doing stuff on YouTube, I was thinking about doing stuff on the LP archive instead. So that's, if that's what you mean by screenshot LPs, I know exactly what those are. Unless you're talking about like actual videos that are like slideshows with screenshots of games instead of the actual game itself, because those are really old. Sleep Paralysis Demon remembers this game somehow. It's definitely something to remember, I think, so. Used to have a Dazzle, it was god-awful, never got it to even record in 480p. Yeah, I remember the Dazzle. It was one of the things I could have bought when I bought my first capture card, but I got a Pinnacle instead by recommendation from somebody else, so. The Advanced Splash Bros, by the way, like I said before, is it has an advantage against certain types of enemies. Those types of enemies are spiny enemies. I mentioned this in the last episode, actually. But since these spinies are, well, spiny, Advanced Splash Bros. If you try to hit them with a jump or with a regular splash or bounce bros, they just deal damage to you, so don't do that. And when they're running towards you, if they run towards you and they go into their shells, you can just hit them with your hammer before they spin into you. If they don't go into their shells, you gotta wait a split second, so I'll see if I can demonstrate while we're here. See, like that, you can just hit them. Luigi, I sometimes tend to mess up his hammer action for defense because he lifts his hammer a little slower than Mario does. There we go. So yeah, like that, you can just hit them with it when they get to you. I'm not very good at the hammer action in terms of timing it perfectly, though. I don't usually do as much damage as you possibly could because there's a bit of a tight window on it, if I remember correctly. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're doing defense this level. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much all 2s and 3s there because we haven't been pressing any of the specific levels for like one particular stat. We've been kind of spreading it out. So it balances out some of the stats that you get here as well. At least for Mario it did. I still got 2 for Luigi though, so that's also good. I might be able to do something fancy here. Damn it. There we go. That's fine. I'm trying to get all fancy and it's just better to just do that, I think. See, 2 hops at the most and then they'll move towards you, so. I think if I recall correctly, I remember seeing it somewhere in like a mechanics FAQ. I think Luigi has a higher attack multiplier with his hammer than Mario does. So like Mario has a better jump and Luigi has a better hammer, which is a little weird because Luigi's the better jumper of the 2, at least if any other game in the series is to be believed. I don't know. There is an accessory that you can get that changes that though, so. Let's see here. Imagine if enemies in video games were actually smart. Nervous laughter, yeah. I'm in danger. Don't even. I play games on stupid high difficulties. I don't need the mobs to be smarter. Said imagine if they were smart, we'd all be fucked for life. Take one-way heroics. Its difficulties are named kind of funny. But basically, they play on why... you basically play on why are you still increasing the difficulty, the mode. All you have to do is get good, Nitro. We just have to get good in real life. That's the trouble. Getting good in video games is easy because you can just keep grinding at it until you get it. Getting good in real life takes actual lots more effort. So, ooh, nice hit. So yeah, with Luigi you gotta hold the button a little longer, but it's not really a huge deal. Whoops. Okay. I pressed the button, but I didn't press it in time, evidently. How about we have Mario kill the Super Fly? There we go. They don't have too much HP, so it's not really a huge deal. These guys seem to be keen on doing their, just their spin attack, though, which is fine. Yeah, see, I'm not getting the timing quite right there, but... Oops. I'm still getting the A and B buttons messed up, though. But oh well. Well, make do. Once did an entire playthrough of Metal Gear Rising without getting hit once, beat that conquer. That is impressive, though, I'll tell you what. Not that good. Plan on doing it again, but with a wooden sword. Sounds like a fun ride. Mail me an invitation to the funeral. It'll be something, that's for sure. Alright, how'd you get hit there, Mario? Oh, whatever, you're gonna get hit now, too. Bah! I'll get out of here. So if you don't hear a sound effect, that's when they're just not going into their shell. If they don't walk towards you and make a sound effect when they're walking towards you, that tells you that they're not getting in their shell. They're just gonna... See, like you heard them go when they were walking towards you there. I can't make the sound effect with my mouth, but it's like a high-pitched walking sound effect. If they don't make that, then they're just gonna try to walk into you. So. Run, ride, wait, hold up. Wait, that's not what I meant. This game's honestly really well put together for a GBA game. Yes, absolutely. I absolutely agree. I think it's really, really impressive for a first outing as a GBA RPG. I mean, there were obviously other Mario RPGs before this, so they had some experience with that sort of stuff. I'm not going to kill those guys because they're not required. But, you know, they're working with new hardware and everything like that, so they kind of might not... They might not know exactly what they need to do for everything to work out perfectly, and then they make this, and it's like, oh wow, this is impressive. But I never played it in the past. Oh, that's okay, Todd. You're along for the ride now, so that's all that matters. You'll get to know it now, unless you're being facetious. Rotate the valve wheel to cue the water flow in the pipes. Oh, okay, so that's what I did it already, but you basically just need to spin jump, and it starts the water up. So there we go. So in case it wasn't obvious from me doing it. That's what you do. Gotcha. I'm getting a lot of lucky hits here, even though I haven't really invested in stash, which is interesting. No, don't jump on him yet. We can't do that yet, Luigi. That's later. There is a way to jump on spiny enemies. I'll tell you guys how to do that in a little while, but we can't do anything about it yet, so... Oops. Alright, let's see here. Do this. Just get rid of them. But it's good, though, because even though the game is like, you know, it's a fairly simple, standard RPG for the Game Boy there. There's nothing too complex about it. I do like the fact that the battles, you actually do have to somewhat pay attention to what you're doing in order to play well. It's not just like you can just blaze right through it or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, in order to avoid all the enemy attacks, you actually have to know when the enemies are going to attack. I don't even know why I'm trying to jump on this guy. I'm gonna end up getting back attacked. Too soon, Mono. My bad. I don't know what it was too soon for, but my bad. But it's good. It's good that you gotta kind of, you know... It's good that they make you sort of pay attention to everything instead of just letting you run right through it. Because some Game Boy games, it's, you know, they're pretty simple, so you can kind of just run right through them without really having to think. But this one, not so much. So... I mean, you can, but it's not, like, easy, I guess, to just, you know, not dodge. I know there's a video on YouTube, I'm pretty sure, where somebody doesn't dodge any of the attacks in the game and they still get through, but then you might actually be required to use healing items for once. Oh, no! There is a 1 in there, I can see it. Unless it's a 4. It might be a 4. I got 2, that's fine. Don't think their hammers are real hammers. I mean, shouldn't that thing at least give the victim a headache? Those things are fucking huge. Well, I mean, they kind of do if they use them to start a fight. Like, if you're using it to start a fight, they do get... I don't know if it's a headache, but they do get stunned at least, so... Let's see. Ah, scroll past the 4, damn it. That's okay. Luigi's HP growth is inherently better than Mario's anyway, so... Even if he gets less out of the bonus, it doesn't matter that much. I'll be salty about it for about a microsecond, and that's it. I think this one here just causes an enemy to come out of the pipe above your head there, so it's not going to turn on the water. We need to go over here to turn the water on, if I remember correctly. Ooh, this one's a puzzle. I love logic puzzles. Let's take a look. So... Okay, so let's do that. Yep, whoops, I didn't do that right. Let's try again. So it's both on the left, then both on the right, okay. It's this one, and this one, then that one. There we go. What do they use to start a war? Fire flowers? And Sleepy Sheep, too. Sleepy Sheep is a pretty powerful item. Puts everything in the area to sleep, so you could use that to totally incapacitate your opponents. So I would say that. Pretty much, if you want to look for items to start a war with, just look at the Paper Mario series and the attacking items in that game, and you're usually pretty good there. Or Super Mario RPG, for that matter. So. I do eventually want to play both. I had the opportunity when I was younger to play what I like to refer to as the golden trio of Mario RPGs within a few years of each other. The golden trio I'm referring to is Super Mario RPG, which was on the Super Nintendo, this game, Mario & Luigi, Superstar Saga, and then Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. I played all of them within like a 5 or 6 years time span of each other and beat all of them within that time period when I was younger. And I'd like to play all of them for the stream at some point. I just don't know when that some point is going to be. We'll have to see. Maybe this will unlock both the doors. Alright, Mario, you can hit this one since you've been standing in the back before for a little while. Wait, I'm confused. Didn't you send us down here? Yes. Wait, hold on. Yes, you did. Oh, so that means that the other person is, yeah, not Lady Lima. Oh, I know that laugh. And also the evil music in the background kind of gives it away. That's the most asinine thing I've ever heard! It's actually kind of brilliant. Like, who would think to fix the plumbing to disable the Beanstar security system? Like, that's so out in left field, which is exactly like the Bean Kingdom, but like, what? You know, like, what madman thought of that plan? Because that madman needs a raise. So yeah, it was Cacletta. She put us here, so. Oh, do you? Well, that's not good. Oh, so your Beanstar is a lot fancier than our Power Stars, isn't it? It can grant wishes and desires. Right. Well, now it looks like it's going to be in evil hands, so, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll go do that, but I actually am going to dawdle. I'm going to go see what's in your cell first. Sorry, Lady Lima. I know the Beanstar is important, but yeah. My pocketbook is a little more important, too. Well, no, that's fair. Wait till the coast is clear, then leave. Actually, that's a good question. Where is the Queen at this point? Like, what's she up to? I figured she'd be down here with the prisoners, considering, but I always wondered how these two guys just always get away with everything. I don't know. I think it's like I said in the last episode. I think things are just simpler in the Mushroom Kingdom. People are less likely to be mean to each other for non-comedic reasons. Well, there goes the Beanstar. Yeah. Alright, Cacletta, why didn't you leave with it and just leave I don't know, something behind to tell us you left with it? Like, are you here because you want to fight us? Because I'll oblige there. I don't think I want her taking a piece of her snack cake, thank you. Oh, so you do know where the Queen is, then? What do you mean? Whoa! I didn't know the Queen was She-Hulk. Holy hell. I don't think she's keen to discuss foreign policy the way she is now. Right now, it looks like she's keen to discuss SMASH YOU! Okay, so now we have to fight Queen Bean. I may have just caused my dog to start barking. You need to jump at that, like, at just the right time. So she has two different moves that she'll use with her arms there. She'll use a slow-moving projectile and a fast-moving one. And what you're supposed to do, basically, is you're supposed to hit the arms and disable both of her arms so that she stops trying to smash you. What I'm going to do instead is use Advanced Splash Bros on her head, because her head has the crown there, and so it's considered spiny. But because Advanced Splash Bros deals more damage to spiny enemies, she's going to go down quickly from this. As long as I do the commands correctly, that is. I think she has like 120 HP, so it shouldn't take too long. Let me use a nut real quick. Peanuts. Very good. So she'll slowly creep towards you and make dodging that a little bit harder as you go, but if we disable one of her arms with Bounce Bros, we should be okay. She only takes like 3 or 4 hits, though, if I remember correctly, if you're using Advanced Splash Bros. So why don't we disable the right arm? I think they have about 20 HP, so... Okay, I didn't time that correctly either. That's okay. So she'll start smashing on you with the arms if you don't... whoops. I didn't do that right. If you don't disable them, but we should be alright. She also has a fast-moving thing that she'll use on you in a second, but we'll get rid of that in a second. Oh, you can just hit her. Okay, gotcha. Yep, that's it. Advanced Splash Bros saves the day. Awesome. The Queen lifts, do you? Apparently, yes. Advanced Splash Bros says yes. Alright, She-Hulk, take a rest. A belly black worm? That is pretty gross. Sounds pretty gross, anyway. I don't know. What do you use to get rid of a belly black worm? Sounds like we need to, like, get it out of her with a laser. Do I need to call Leon and Ashley? Well, sure. That's why we're here. Well, what do you mean? There's gotta be some cure to a belly black virus. Are you sure? Well, what is it? I just cleaned your entire sewer, so like, okay, phrasing, but I just cleaned out the plumbing system that you have here in the castle, so like, it can't be that bad. Like, I just waded through essentially waist-high sewage, so. Oh, the Chocola Reserve, huh? Is it the Queen's favorite brew? It's gonna have to be after this. Sure. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the plan, at least. We're usually the people to be relied on. Luigi, don't do that. She might whack you in her sleep. Her She-Hulk arms are still She-Hulk arms, after all. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. And so for defeating Queen Bean and taking on the task of eating the Chocola Reserve, we get the Bean Brooch to get into Chucklehuck Woods. If you went southwest of the castle before this, where that flying beanie was, you wouldn't be able to get into the woods because they'd say, oh, you don't have a brooch, so you can't get in. So that's where that would lead you, normally. Oops. There we go. Anything over here? I have some knowledge of some of the hidden blocks in the game, because there are hidden blocks in this game. I don't know where all of them are, though, unfortunately, so you're gonna have to... I might have to look some of them up at some point, but I'll do that at a different point in time. I actually have my notes up on a separate window over here, so if I ever need to, I could just click off the window and open up the list of hidden blocks in the game. Because you get some good rewards from the hidden blocks there, and I'll tell you what those are when we find our first ones. Oh, what's that? A bean badge. Awesome. It's a new piece of equipment that we can put on the Mario Bros. There. Yep. So where your pants that you equip in the game, you can equip pants and jeans and all that other stuff. Pants in this game, or clothing, increase your defense and HP. In the case of badges, they increase your power and your BP. So, and yeah, they usually have a special effect attached to them if they're not just standardized badges as well, so. Okay. Let's see how we can equip that badge. Okay. So yeah, now there's a new selection available right here on the menu where you can equip the badge and the pants that you have. So they call it gear, so you know. So we go in here. Here's our bean badge. Excuse me a moment. Dying of yawning. And there's your badge equipped. So now it'll give us a few extra points of power and a few extra points of BP. Luigi, do you have a touching problem right now? Because that's what it looks like. They didn't even get him one? What a bunch of assholes. Alright, come on, we'll go buy you one at the store. I love that little exchange. He just drags him off the screen slowly. He's just pushing him with his face. Yeah, poor Luigi doesn't even get a badge. Oh, it's alright, Luigi. When we go do a couple of side quests after the next dungeon, you'll get a really good badge, so don't you worry about that. Hi. Well, I mean, I think you guys probably have better clothes than what we have, so... Okay, let's see what you got. So now the badge and gear shop is open as well. So I think the item shop is also open if you go check out with the lady up there. But we don't really need any items, I don't think. We do! Oh, excuse me. Need 2 different pairs of pants and 1 badge, though. So let me see what we got here. We want to get bean trousers for Mario because they're pretty much like this is just defense, which is fine, but like I'd rather have the defense and the HP if I can, even if it's a little less defense. This is probably slightly better. So we're going to get the bean trousers for Mario. And we're going to get blue jeans for Luigi, which is actually a pretty decent pair of pants. It's pretty good for a little while. So, Mono, does Mario have Dem? Has he? Does he? What is Dem exactly, Nitro? If I know what that is, I'll be able to tell you. I don't know what Dem is. So yeah, we want to get blue jeans for Luigi. So let's we can sell off our work pants now because we won't need them ever again. And we need a badge for Luigi because Mario can hold on to the bean badge. That's fine. But Luigi needs to get... I think the P badge is probably the best one that he can get for right now. It gives him a little bit of BP and a pretty decent size amount of power, which should help his jumps and everything out. So let's equip it to Luigi. There we go. Dem, does Mario have it? Dem is Dem. Is this like a question about Tims or something? Because it's starting to sound like a question about like Tims, like if you have Timberland boots, basically. So I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. We'll say yes. Mario has Dem. What do I want to do? Well, why don't we sell you our old work pants that we don't need anymore? Sorry, they're slightly used. What do you think this is? A charity? I mean, I looked at your prices. I already bought something, so don't. I already bought something. Don't act like I was window shopping. Holy hell! Come on now. I strongly believe that pregnant women are just babies controlling a mecha woman. I mean, we had this discussion before, I think, Rockin' Fun, and I don't know if you're... I don't think you're that far off base with that, so... I don't know, though. And hello, Rockin' Fun. How you doing? Welcome. Dem is Dem, yes. So we'll say Mario has Dem. How about that? Luigi has Dem, I think. Again, not sure what Dem is, but hopefully we have it. If it's anything good, I hope we have it. That's all I know. I'm gonna use a couple of items to restore my BP and my HP. How are we doing on Woo Beans? I think we need like, let me see, we need 25 for one blend, and then we need like, I want to say 15 for each other, for each of the mixed blends, if I remember right. So it's like, what, 40, 55, 70? So we need 70 total across the whole game, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. Well, either way, we're going this way, so. You're never giving up the joke. No, I don't think you should. It's a pretty good joke. I already killed you, so I'm just going to walk past you. I'm not all about killing everything that I come across in this game. It's really not that necessary. Like I said, the game's easy enough anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. So these are new enemies, sort of. They're Parabeanies. They have a certain amount of HP. I think it's like 25 or 30 HP. And if you do that much damage in one hit, you can kill them. But if you don't do that much damage in one hit, their wings will fall off and they'll become regular beanies. So let's see what we can do. Okay, they have 20 HP. Never mind. Either way. So yeah, there you go. There's the regular beanie. And whatever the regular beanie's drop table is, that's what you'll get out of this battle. So if you are getting Woo Beans and that sort of stuff, it's because it's a regular beanie. I think... Oh, excuse me. God, I need to stop eating steak for lunch. I think the Parabeanies have a similar drop table, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I've never honestly looked into the drop tables of enemies in this game because they drop items frequently enough that I don't really care if they drop anything rare. There's a few items that you can get by stealing them later in the game, but we can't do that just yet, so... Boss. Why won't you die? Mario and Luigi. Dem, son. It hardens in response to physical dem. Did it earlier in Alliance chat during Crystal Tower raid. Worth it. What did your raid say about this, Rockin' Fun? Hashtag dem. Were they amused by it? I hope so. Ooh, that guy does a lot of damage. My defense obviously isn't enough. That's okay. I think it also instantly changes the speed tier of the Parabeanies, though, if you knock them out of the air, because as you saw there, when I turned into a regular beanie, Luigi went before the beanie. So I think Parabeanies might have higher speed, probably. Nothing up here for right now. I think over here it said we're going toward the international airport, but we can't even get there yet, so... Like, if you go here, see, the international airport is down here, but the bridge is out, so we can't do anything about that just yet. At some point we will be able to, but not yet, so... But if we go down here... Aha! Warp pipe. Let's take a look at this one. So that's warp pipe number 4. We've, like I said before, there's 9 of them, so I'm going to try to show all 9. They're pretty handy for warping around the area, so, you know, if you need to fast travel somewhere. I haven't killed you, so I guess I'll just... Okay, I'll just run into you, I guess. Yeah, as you can see there, I think that was fairly well timed. It seems like Luigi does more damage than Mario with the hammer. Whoops. Defense is nothing compared to the power of Dem. Well, hopefully they have it. Maybe they get it later, and that's why they're taking so much damage right now. I don't know. Let's see. Lots of those X marks the spots around here, but nothing we can do about them for right now, so... Let's just head up and over. We gotta go this way. You could go to the other screen without going up on this bridge, but the only thing you'll get is a... Well, there's a sign, I guess. Let's go see what the sign says, and then I'll go back around. Ah, okay. So up on the cliffs is Chateau de Chucklehuck, the home of Chocola Cola and the fabled Chocola Reserve. So we're gonna go get that. Haha! I find it easier to just hammer the Parabeanies while they're in midair like that than I do to jump on them, so... Just in case you're wondering what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, let's knock them down. Get less experience, but that's okay. Wonder why Luigi's jump is doing slightly more on the counterattack than Mario's, but not on the regular attack. This game's formulas seem a little strange sometimes, but again, I don't know. I never really bothered looking into how it all works, like the damage formulas and stuff. It's not all that necessary. Alright, let's spin up here. Gentlemen, hello. Yes, I have heard. I actually have what we need to get in. I have been selected, you see. Conquer. If Phil Swift had Dem, how OP would he be? That's a good question. Let me ask my buddies over in the CIA. Alright. Was helping bring groceries, so I didn't say it earlier, but hello, Rock. Ah, that's okay, Conquer. No problem. Jokes aside, can we talk about how Superstars World has such a feel-good vibe? It really does, though. It's so good. I like it. Conquer, do you also believe that women are basically mechas controlled by babies? Again, it sounds like some Death Stranding shit. I've never played Death Stranding, so I wouldn't know, but it does sound like something out of Kojima's brain. Why didn't they just kill the guards and hop the gate? Well, I mean, we have the means of getting inside without having to murder them, so... We'll save the wonton murder for later. How about that? Okay, we might even get some Chocola Cola out of the deal. Cool. Thank you, sirs. You're gentlemen and scholars. Nah, I was a little late on that. That's alright, though. Bah! Get him knocked out of the air. Yeah, I went a little early on that one. Apparently, I'm good at dodging some of the attacks in this game, but not all of them, so... I don't know. Ooh, 27. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage at this point. Sharpies don't really offer a whole lot of experience for us at this point. There's a Sharpia, I don't know. They don't offer a whole lot of experience, so I'm just gonna ignore them. Told you no, Rock, since the babies aren't smart enough to do anything yet. If they have Dem, yes, anyone can do anything with Dem. Aren't smart enough to know what to breathe at times. Well, so is Dem like the Beanstar then? Is it like just a catch-all for something that grants wishes and basically that sort of thing? I suppose that could be somewhat similar to what it actually is. I don't know what it actually is, but, you know. Oh, the maze is coming up here. Ah, crap. I don't remember how to get through this damn maze. Well, we're going to be stuck in these halls for the rest of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. No, we'll find our way. Just, I don't know. We'll find our way slowly, that's all. What if the babies are making us think they're stupid so we don't steal their mecha? Fucking mazes. I agree in this case. Just use the power of Dem. I will try. Just YOLO it. I will try to YOLO it. I remember there's one point when you get to the maze and it's like 2 different paths and they all like loop around on each other, and there's like a third path that you wouldn't expect to be able to go to. I hope I remember where it is, because that's the way you get out of there, so we'll see. So brewing Chocola Cola, step 1. The main ingredient of Chocola Cola is Chocola fruit, which grows only in Chucklehuck Woods. Step 2. Place 1 Chocola fruit in a barrel that's been filled to the brim with savory syrup. I would assume it's the same syrup you use to restore BP in this game. Step 3. Tell funny jokes to the fruit until it laughs, releasing soda bubbles deep within the brew. Step 4. Bear in mind that the quality of both the fruit and the jokes will affect the brewing process. I would imagine time also has something to do with it, like how long you brew for. Father of Chocola Cola and first-generation Chateau owner, Bubbles. Oh, okay. So he was the first guy to make the Chocola Cola, huh? Well, he probably would know where the Chocola Reserve is, but he's also probably long dead at this point, so I'm gonna guess no. Alright, here's the maze. At least it isn't Gino's maze. Yeah, that's true. Mazes are honestly so fucking annoying, IMO. I don't mind mazes in certain cases, but I need to be able to see kind of where I'm going a little bit. At least, like in this case, you're under these barrels, so you can't really see where you're going. So that part gets a little annoying to me, but let's see. So is it here? I don't think so. No, it's not here, because that leads back there. So we go down here. Just kill everyone. I'm gonna if I don't get through this damn maze. No, that doesn't lead anywhere. That doesn't lead over there. I want to get over there, though. Let's see. No, it's not there. Alright, let's see. Let's just press this way. There we go. No, that doesn't go anywhere. Oh, wait, hang on. We're moving a little bit. There, made it over here. So now you go this way. I remember now, because you got to go up and around this way in order to get out of here, because this leads you over here. And then if you take this all the way this way, there we go. Now we're at the exit. What? Who the hell are you? Where'd you put Luigi? Must have gotten lost in there, huh? Someone was trying to impersonate you, though. That's not good. Let's go see who that person was. So, in fact, I did remember where the little section was there where you had to go up and around. That's the only real trick to this one, is that you have to remember when you get about here that you have to go to the right, up and over all the barrels there. But once you figure that out, it's pretty easy. It's just not obvious, that's all. Luigi put Luigi somewhere? Yeah, I guess so. Well, don't be a thief then out in the open in a game with really good lighting if you want to be, you know, not caught in plain sight. Alright, man, if you want to fight, I'm ready for you. Bring it on. Who's Rookie? Wait a minute. Rookie looks awfully familiar to me. I can't quite put my finger on it. I guess Mario and Luigi know, though. Oh, do ya? I don't know if he's acquainted with us two Palookas, but we're about to paisano all over your face. How about that? Actually, paisano isn't a verb, so it's used to refer to, it's a noun. It's used to refer to certain groups of Italian people, as I recall. Uh-oh. Well, yes, but we actually want it for a good cause. You want it because you want money. Yeah, we'll see about that. Oh boy, here we go. Who's he? Okay. Oh, he took a mushroom. Damn it. I always mistime that with Popple. Basically what happens is he'll either smile or he'll make another face. I forget what the other face is. Maybe he turns backwards, actually. And he'll walk up on you, and you can hammer defense him. I just forget which bro is the one that he's referring to when he walks up like that. and then he'll steal an item from you and use it in battle if he gets damaged. So, but we do actually want to go after Popple first, because we can fight either Popple or Rookie. And if you basically, depending on which one you beat first, it will change the battle. If you beat Rookie first, Popple runs away. If you beat Popple first, Rookie gets angry and will attack you a bunch, but it's really not that hard to deal with him, so. I think there's a high jump area above those barrels in the maze room. I think that's this room, actually, Conker. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's this room. I checked up there. You might have seen when I was walking up and around in the top of the area there. I think I was looking for it, but we'll see if it's in this room. If not, we'll go back and we'll find it. So, Rookie is probably Peach with a blue mask. You can clearly see they have the same body type. Yes, exactly. I agree. Plot twist, the maze is actually one big microwave. Well, good thing we got out of it then. I didn't want to end up like Snake in Metal Gear Solid 4. Has to be someone else because he has a mask. Oh shit, that's obviously the same person. I know I state the obvious here, but I just felt like typing it. No, it's fine. It's fine, no problem. Alright, let's actually get them now. You don't need advanced splash bros in this one, so don't worry about it. Oh, I dare. So, Rookie's attacks, at this point, essentially equate to him throwing hammers at you, and he'll do it every time you damage Popple if you don't damage Rookie first, but it's pretty easy to dodge them. When he jumps, he's throwing it at Luigi, so. Man, how come that restores 50 for you and only like 20 for me? It's hardly fair. I don't think he has that much HP, though, so. So we should be fine. Can even take a few hits from the hammers. They're really not that damaging. Not again. Alright, now we gotta beat him quickly. So I don't want him healing again. Thought I had the timing right that time. There we go. Can't use the hammer if you're dead, Popple. Or use the mushroom, rather, if you're dead. I'm looking at Rookie throwing hammers, and I'm saying hammer. That's like writing somebody else's name because you're saying their name while they're talking to you. I hate that. But yeah, once it's just Rookie by himself, it's not too bad. He'll usually only throw like one hammer. I think he has another attack that he can use, but I usually, again, it's like with Dragaho-Ho, I just kill him so quickly that I usually don't get to see his entire attack table. Bro's attack's too OP. Whoops. He might be using it right now, actually. Oh, does it? Well, that's interesting. Wow. Yeah, must have had burritos for lunch again, huh? Oh boy. And that takes care of Rookie. Bye-bye. Oh, we got a green pepper for beating him. All right. So green and red peppers are these interesting little items that you can use in this game. They change your gravity, basically, so they make your jumps lighter or heavier. And to be honest, I've never really gotten that much mileage out of them, but green peppers, I mean, the peppers themselves are kind of limited in number in the game, so it's kind of hard to really get a lot of mileage out of them, but I don't know, maybe we'll try them this one. We'll see. I remember there's a high jump room somewhere around this area. That's okay, Conker. I know which one you're talking about. We just gotta find it, that's all. Remember Peach throwing hammers in Mario 2? Imagine if every enemy had Dem, knew the basics of C, Q, C, and Q, C, Q, and to top it off, they all have nanomachines, son. Papa laced the mushroom with cocaine. Oh boy. Yeah, if they had all that stuff, Nitro, well, it reminds me of that one quote from The Incredibles, actually. Because it sounds like in that case, everybody has superpowers. And when everybody's super, no one will be. So, you know. Yep, that's Peach. See the fire trail there? That's Peach's signature move in Spider-Man 2. Oh, no. Yes, great chat, I agree. Rookie's just Peach with a blue mask. Yes, and I also agree with that. So obviously we're fighting our girlfriend in that case, so hopefully she'll snap out of her amnesia at some point. And she'll hopefully not go on a dark descent because of that amnesia at some point. I don't think there's even a 1 in my bonus wheel anymore for BP there. Nice. Well, we got him. I'm so ashamed, boss. Why? We'll just run away. That's the perfect plan. Probably the only plan when it comes to the Mario Bros. These little depressions in the ground down here as well. Remember where those are for later, because we're going to go back and grab those in just a little while. Pretty soon, anyway. Let me see here. I think it's here, actually. I think if you go back up here, and then... Actually, no, I think you might just be able to hide jump this? No, never mind. All right. But you do need to get back up here, so... Let me do this, and then that might be the, whoops, correct height. Yep, to get on top of this. Just go like that. Kind of line yourself up here, and go like that. Aha! There it is. A secret room! Anything there? No. Oops. Some super syrup as well. Can't trick me this time, coin block. And okay, well... Okay. Is this gonna be like an Octopath Traveler situation? It's a super nut! I'm just gonna say it as perverse as possible. Because, I mean, you know... it's obviously just tongue-in-cheek humor there, so... let me turn that off. There we go. We all have 1 million IQ. Could have sworn it was Spider-Man 3. Not even Drug Lord Billy will challenge us. I don't know if it was Spider-Man 2 or 3. It was somewhere in there. Yeah, it was here. My brain is lying to you. Ah, okay. That's all right. I knew it was in here somewhere as well. I just wasn't sure where, but we found it. So we're good. At least we didn't leave it behind. Spider-Man 3 introduced the Dark Peach mechanic. Ah, okay. That makes sense. So, I think there's like a conversation you can have back there that implies that that door was locked, but it was not locked. Chucklehawk Woods is this way, but we can't proceed in there without doing something in here first. So, let's see what we got up here before we do anything else. Hello? Anyone home? What do you suppose is over here? Oh, it's holes in the ground. Well, the Mario Bros can't see it, but that's a pretty fancy glass you got there. I don't think we can get in here, though. Steel flooring. Steel flooring is so hard you cannot go through it. Not that I would anyway. Mole's living room. Tunnel beneath fences. Try not to get your clothes dirty. I can't tunnel beneath fences. What do you think I am, Knuckles the Echidna? That's a different game. That's a different RPG. That's much worse. No. Well, let's go over here and break some more barrels, because why not? It'll be later referenced in the Paper Mario series. Mario is secretly starving the mushrooms. Oh, God. Well, you see, when they're starved to near death, they're more delicious. Hello, Cork. What's with the strange French accent? Is it just because there's wine made here? Is that what you're going for? So Cork and Cask, hello. I'm starting to see a trend with some of these NPCs where they're also brothers. Oh, so probably Poppo and Rookie stuffed you in that barrel, huh? Oh, really? Okay. Yes, we are. We may be a bit at odds here, again. I feel attacked. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if they're representing French people very well in this case. Well, that's what we were told. We were told that it may or may not exist, but it's also the only way to save the Queen of the Kingdom, so... I don't think that's what touche means. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Yeah, sweet home Alabama. Can you just imagine these guys with a southern accent? I can. That's why I'm going to start saying things that they're saying right now. Well, let me wait for the tutorial, because then they'll say a lot of things and I can say it in a southern accent, so hold on. Well, you know, we can jump pretty high. I don't think stomper is even a French word. And we can hammer things. Yes. I hope so. We kind of need to. Oh, okay. Are you gonna teach us new moves? Okay. Maybe they're going to get those glasses that I was looking at before. Let's go take a look. And disappointed that Jimmy isn't reading his famous French accent. Oh God. I was gonna say I could read it I could read it in the Sweet Home Alabama voice or the French voice, depending on what you want me to do there. I could do either or because they're both terrible. What do we want? How do we want them to sound? Do we want them to sound like Deep South accent, or do we want them to sound like actual French? Nitro says French, okay. Rockin' Fun says French. Conquer, if you want Western, I'm sorry, or Deep South rather, I'm sorry, you're probably outvoted. You want French as well. Okay, here we go. After having a tete-a-tete with Montflair just a moment ago, we have decided to thank you for helping us. We have decided to teach you 2 hammer techniques. These are techniques that have been perfected and refined and passed down here at the chateau. If you master these, they should help you in your bon voyage in the woods. Do you wish to try to master these hammer techniques? Sure. The voices in your head say French too? Alright, well, it's 4-0, so... First, Monsieur Green, give me your hammer. There you go. Someone clip this. Oui, I see. With this hammer, first press the L button to choose your hammer. I'll clip it after if you want. I clip it right now. Then press the B button to swing. Hooah! Et voila, that is the secret hammer technique. Swing the hammer high and watch it plunge. I don't think plunge is a word either. And I missed that part before. I mean, touche means touch, but it's clumsy to use in this case. I got like 100 clips of Mono dying for some reason. I wonder why. It's not that it's hilarious. Forgot what you were doing with those, a Mono death montage. If you do make a Mono death montage, Nitro, send it to me. I'll stick it up on my fancy edited videos channel. So yeah, watch it plunge down with the joie de vivre of the woods. I had to think about how to say joie de vivre in an actual French accent there. Anyone eat with such a technique will become micro-sized. Oui, très petite. Anyone this size would feel like a mouse. You could go into tiny holes for micro-adventures. To return to normal, just swing the hammer again in superb whack d'amour. Yes, a whack of love, as it were. Allez, go, try it. Sure. There you go. Oh, incroyable! To think you could produce a joie de vivre of the woods on the first shot. Alors, perhaps you should try to put him back to normal. Perhaps I should. Excellent, magnifique! Vous could be a... No, not vous. It's only vous if there's a vowel after it. Vous could be a genius! You're like, oh, I wonder how I'm supposed to do a French accent. I wish I could get rid of it when I speak literally anything else than French. See, I think that's everyone though, right? Rockin' Fun. Like, I wish I could sound less like an English/American accent when I'm talking to someone of another language, like with another language. Like if I go to Montreal, like if I go to Quebec and I'm speaking French to the people up there, even though French Canadian is slightly different than French. If I'm speaking French to them up there, I still sound like I'm from the Midwest in the United States. So they're all like, oh, it's a tourist, you know? It's like, I just want to sound like you. I don't want to do you a disservice by speaking this language and sounding like a terrible person. Like it's a half-assed job, you know, but whatever. Most of them involve Armstrong, like 99% of them. I believe that, Nitro. I've died to Armstrong quite a lot over the course of my time streaming. Jimmy, I am your French teacher. What does joie de vivre mean? I would think it means joy of life, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm assuming joie means joy, but I'm almost 100% positive vivre means life. So I remember that part. I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to do the French accent anymore, though, so if you did your clips, they're done now. Let's just get on with the tutorial. Are you trying out a new password there, Nitro? That's usually how most of my passwords start. I just type random letters on the keyboard. And then I mess with them afterwards. Wow, his hammer strike was a little stronger. He just smushed his brother into the ground. Oh, okay, gotcha. So he can kind of dig his way through the ground then, okay. Interesting. Luigi, we're gonna need to get you the shovel claw. Okay, let's give it a shot. So swap positions, use the hammer, and smack! Yeah, something like that. Okay. Tell him to jump, Mario. Okay, how do we put him to the test? Ah, okay, gotcha. So the glasses next door, the shining ones, are cola goblets, and we need to go get them to prove that we know how to do these techniques. I think you can still leave without getting them, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe they tell you, hey, what are you doing? You need to go get those cola goblets for us. But honestly, I've never tried leaving, so. Oh, it's dem? Dem is life. Okay, fair enough then. Also, plonger is a word. It's just plonger, second person plural conjugated. And yeah, joie is joy exactly. Okay, good. Good. I did remember that part at least. So what does plonger mean then? Because I know that plonger in that case is a conjugation, because ez on the end usually implies, if I remember right, ez implies you plural, so like referring to two or more other people conjugation. ONS is we plural, like referring to two or more, including yourself, and it's new instead of vous. God, it's been a while since I've taken French. They beat conjugation in my head so badly, though I have PTSD for it. Oh, it is just dive or plunge? Okay, gotcha. Sometimes it's not, though. Like, sometimes it's something completely different. Like, I remember, I think the word cloche, which is pronounced completely wrong in French, is the one that really tripped me up, because it was not clock, even though it's like the closest possible thing to clock. It's like thermometer or something stupid like that. I don't know. Dem is the only reason why we haven't all died yet. Okay, let's go get those goblets and we'll move right along. Who's going first here? Actually, Luigi's going first, because if you go up here, remember these depressions that we've seen in the ground? This also refers to the X marks the spots that we've seen before. If you send Luigi underground and then have him pop up, you can get a second type of bean, chuckle beans, for going underneath there. I'm going to need a total of 50 chuckle beans by the time the game is over, but trust me when I tell you, it'll be easy enough to find that many. So, Mario, go in the thing. There we go. Thank you. We got the red goblet. Its beauty sparkles in your eyes. Nice. I got it, Luigi. Let's put me back to normal now. Oh, actually, I could show you this. This is something that's kind of interesting. So, if you, I don't know if it's just when it's Mini Mario. It might be just as Mini Mario. But if you have Luigi go for a high jump when Mini Mario is underneath him, and you have Mario jump while Luigi's jumping, you can get a coin out of Luigi. But it seems like it's pretty painful, so I'm going to not do that to Luigi again. I've demonstrated it, and that's all you need to know. Don't know if anybody knew about that part. I think Chugga Conroy showed it off a long time ago, but he did his playthrough like 5 years ago at this point, so please do not hit anything on the wall. I'm about to do exactly the opposite of that. Bah! Joie de vivre is a more accurate translation, would be something like zest for life. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Alright, let's go up here. And we'll let Luigi get the green one, since, you know, it's the green one. It's brilliance glitters in your eyes. Alright, let's take them back. Let's show the brothers that the other brothers, have gotten the goblets. Here you go. Yes, both the red and the green goblet. At least they're not the red and green goblin, because that would be bad. Okay, good. Awesome. So now we can go back into the Chicola Woods, and we can go search for the Chicola Reserve without, you know, pissing anybody off or stepping on anybody's toes. Is there anything up here? I don't think so. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Because it's more of a mindset or philosophy of life than actual joy. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, because I guess in that case it would mean something a little bit different. And joie de vivre is sort of just a, it's like a phrase basically. So it's not just a literal, you know, word for word translation. It has its own contextual meaning in a sentence or as a phrase. I gotcha. Let's see here. I think, okay, we need to go up here to grab this one. I don't know if I'm going to grab all of these on screen. Probably not. But I'll grab the ones that I can get while I'm here, you know. I know there's one back at the beginning of the place as well. So I might as well go grab it. And we'll grab this one while we're at it too. There we go. We need a total of, how many chuckle beans? I think it was 50, because we need 25. Then, wait, why did I say it was, or no, not 50. I need a total of 60, actually, I think. I think you need 10 of them for the mixed drink. Because there's a mixed drink that you can make between woo beans and chuckle beans as well. Don't worry about it. I'll go figure out the math later, and we'll go from there. So, and we could go back out to the entrance and grab the X marks the spots out there, but well, we'll be leaving here at some point anyway. So then I'll be able to go outside and I'll be able to grab stuff. So don't worry about it until then. In the meantime, let's head through the deeper parts of Chucklehuck Woods, where the music is getting a little crazy. That's okay though. I don't think there's anything over here. No. Well, I could have jumped up to see, but, you know. Oh, well. How about this? Oh, uh-oh. Something ambushed me! That's okay, I can just jump out of it. I don't know if the brothers meant to tell you this, and I don't think you ever get a tutorial on this, but now that you have the new hammer techniques for in the field, which are called Mini Mario and Luigi Dunk, if I remember correctly, you get new techniques for bros attacks in battle, and they're actually pretty useful. You can use them to slowly murder your enemies a little bit better. We've got Chopper Bros, and we've got another one for Luigi that I'll show off in a minute. So let's see if I can do Chopper Bros first. Aha! I found you. So that's the way that these, what are they called again? They're called. The way that they'll attack is they will use the warping technology that Bowser and Fawful have been using previously to move from one side of the screen to the other. And they'll just try to smack you one, basically. It's not too hard to dodge, though. Just, you gotta time it right, that's all. So what I'm going to do right now is I want to have Mario take these guys out with Chopper Bros, and I want to have Luigi take out the beanies inside with his regular jump. We're looking for a particular type of beanie, though. There's a new one that you can see only inside of one of these things, and we're going to try to find it and take it out because it has a really good item that it drops that I would like 2 of. Once I have one of them, though, it makes it a lot easier to get the other ones, so. And we didn't encounter the beanie this time, so that's okay. Wish I could skip a turn, though, because then I could have Luigi demonstrate Knockback Bros. But we'll be using Knockback Bros, which is his technique, in a little while anyway, so not to worry. There's the... Here's another warp pipe, so we'll check that out. Highlighted message, Dem. If only one guy has Dem, that one guy's now a one-man army. Ah, okay, I see. Let me see here. Also, funnily enough, zest is an old French word, and it's referred to peeling like an orange peel or a lemon peel. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right, because you use zest sometimes in cooking stuff, I think, like confections and stuff, I remember. I think confection's probably an old French word, too. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Holy fucking shit, you actually got it. So Zest of Life is literally a slice of life mindset where you visualize life as a big-ass fruit and you peel it off without worrying or being greedy about the whole fruit. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I get you. Something you remembered as well, at least you think this works. If you press L and R at the exact same time, you can reset both brothers' commands to the basic jump. Yes, yes you can. I'm not sure if I can do it on this controller, though, because this controller, the way that the key bindings are on Visual Boy Advance, at least for me, the L and R buttons are triggers, so as you can see, it doesn't really work like it does on the old Game Boy. But it does work on the old Game Boy, so... Or not the old Game Boy, but you know what I mean. The Game Boy Advance, it works there. So... Confection is a French word, too. Okay, so I was I was correct in that department then. Nope, not yet. I'm actually going to demonstrate Knockback Bros so that we can have a chance to use it, so... There we go. Just regular beanies, huh? Alright. So we'll have to take those out in a minute. Let me try and get this one. And just 3 regular beanies. Alright then. Something that I didn't mention on the last episode that I probably should have. I mentioned the specific number of times you have to do Bounce Bros in order to get the advanced command for it, but I didn't mention how many times you have to do it for Splash Bros. It's different for each technique. In the case of Bounce Bros, it's 8 times, but in the case of Splash Bros, it's like 20 times, or 21, I think. Chopper and Knockback Bros both take a significant number more in order to master. You have to do them like 40 or 50 times each perfectly in order to get the advanced command for them. But the advanced commands, by comparison to the other ones, are very, very powerful to compensate for the fact that it takes so long to get them to work, to advance, that is, so... I might not even need to use a Bros attack to open these guys up. I might just need to use a Hammer Strike. Let's see. Nope. Well, we can do double Hammer Strikes anyway and open these guys up. Like I said, we're looking for a particular kind of beanie, and so far we have had no luck with them, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna just look around until I find it. And, you know, not, apparently not be able to hit them very well. We got plenty of syrup though, so it shouldn't be a big deal to use all these techniques. You get diminishing returns, by the way, on Chopper Bros if you use it over and over again. Like, basically what you want to do is you want to press A, then B to have Mario jump up, and then you mash the A button to have him swing the hammer around a bunch of times. You get the most damage on the first hit, and then it diminishes to like a quarter of its normal value, and then a quarter, and then a quarter again, until it gets down to doing only 1 damage a hit. So it's most important to hit that first hit, but after that, it's just kind of, you know, do whatever. Knockback Bros, by comparison, is much more simple. You just hit, and you're done, so... Okay, starting to get the timing for that. That's good. It feels weird, though, to be using all of these Bros attacks in a row over and over again, though. But, I mean, again, we do have plenty of syrup, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. Stop stealing our words! No! We'll continue to steal words, not just from the French, but also the English and any other people we want. I mean, that's basically the American mindset in terms of, you know, words and stuff. They basically just take them if they need them, you know? They're like, well, we don't really have a good way of referring to this in our own way, like in the language that we currently speak, so let's just take a word and make it our own. It's a bit of a problem, really. Damn it, I missed the 4 again. That 4 power would have been really nice, but oh well. No big deal. We got level ups, though, so we're level 12 now. Let's see if we can get Luigi's power above his defense there. I think there's... Ah, damn it. I was going to say, I think there's a single 1 in there, and I got it. Oh, well. This dungeon is the first one, by the way, that has a region map, which will show you the location of save albums and the entire dungeon at a glance. So you can now see the entire place. We need to get up there, which is where the Chocola Reserve is. Down there is something that we don't have access to just yet, as I'll show you in a few minutes. But we'll come back to that when we have access to it. And yeah, this is as far as you could go in the Chocola Woods until you got the hammer techniques from the brothers back there, because you couldn't get through this gate otherwise. Oops. So now we can get through the gate, though, because we have the techniques, and we can move right along. See if I can find more of those pest nuts. What do we got here? Okay, a little hole for Mario to go underneath. Save album up here. Let's go check up here first, actually, before we do anything else. That's how Deja Vu and Rendezvous and Touche are created, you know? Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's how they were created. They were created because It was just easier to refer to them by what they were in the French language. They basically just, you know, implemented them into the English language without changing them all that much. So, another one of these guys, huh? I think he's immune to my hammer strikes. Yeah, he's immune to my hammer strikes, so we can't knock him down with our hammers, unfortunately. We'll have to find something else that'll work later. But for now, we can move along with the woods itself. That was the direction leading to that door-looking thing on the map there. But we didn't have, again, we don't have access to that just now, so we'll come back to that later. Alright, well, we can have Mini Mario go in here, so let's check it out. Alright, nice. I picked the correct hole to jump in. Let's go in here first and grab a few items. Nice. Well, that syrup should... Uh-oh. Mario, go through the... There we go. It should be enough syrup to refill me, basically, from all the Hammer Bros, not Hammer Bros, Chopper Bros, and, what's it called? Knockback Bros I've been doing. Poems of Love, Volume 1, by Bubbles, the original owner of Chateau de Chucklehawk. An empty barrel, so like the heart of a man. Tunnel from below. What are you referring to there? Because I don't think I like what you're referring to there, Bubbles. Can Mario... Oh, no, he can't go underneath this. He can't go under the ground. What the hell am I talking about? So in order to use this barrel, you have to have Luigi go underneath it from below. So let's go here. We'll pop this bad boy. If you stood on this before, you'd just get shocked by the fireball, or not shocked, burned by the fireball, but with the barrel, for some reason, it bounces right off, and then it breaks the mask, which allows you to proceed. Remember that for later, because it's used in later puzzles. Oh, look, a new enemy. Gotcha. Oh, okay. I wasn't looking at the guy, so I wasn't sure if he was charging or not. Those guys, there's two new enemies here. We've got Chuck guys, which have spears, so they're considered spiny, if I recall correctly. And Fuzzbush, which is an enemy that I barely ever encounter, so I barely know what it does. We'll take care of both of them. The Chuck guys, though, they have two techniques they can do with their spears, depending on whether or not they jump when they first start their attack animation. I'll show you in a minute when we get to that point. But first, let's do something about this Fuzzbush. There we go. So he jumped, so now he's going to charge at me. So if you see him jump, wait for him to spin, and then jump, and you'll jump over his head. Once he's done spinning, you can do that, so... Knocking these guys off comes much later. Yes, absolutely. English language is a hipster language. You can't just throw whatever words from whatever language you feel like and call it a language. English, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Yeah, exactly. Actually, now that I think about it, are these guys considered spiny? I'm not sure. I'm going to find out. Nope, apparently not. I was wrong! Well, we can jump on them at least, so that's good. Oh yeah, they can also call for help, but it's like a 50-50 shot of it actually working. It usually doesn't when I'm playing. I'm sure when other people play it might be different, but for me it usually doesn't work for them, so let's go over here. Ah, lots of treasure. Including another X marks the spot right here, and a few more as well. Let's get a few Chuckle Beans together while we're at it. There we go. I thought there was one more. Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else. Let's see. Oh, rose block, okay. Let's get that from the side. Get that nice rhythm going, get the 20 coins out of it. Maybe, hopefully. There we go. Yeah, keep an eye out for those little X marks the spots there, because they are useful to find Chuckle Beans in. And like I said before, we need a lot of them, so... Alright. Let's see if we can get lucky this time. Not with that one. Oh, yeah, they also do a slow roll towards you, like the Spinies from the sewers, but you can just hammer them and they're done, so no big deal. Actually, no, I don't want Luigi to do that. The reason why I don't want Luigi to use knockback roads on one of the pest nuts right now is because the pest nuts go in between Mario and Luigi's turn, but the enemy inside of them that I'm looking for will not move until after Luigi's turn, I think, because usually they go first in battle, so their turn order gets all messed up. So what I want to have happen is I want to have Mario go first, knock them out of this thing, And then if it's the correct type of beanie, they will not move, and then Luigi can kill them, so... That's why Luigi hasn't gotten a chance to practice for a little bit yet. Alright, well now there's only one of them, so let's just do regular hammer strikes. Yeah, see, Mario's hammer strike is much quicker on the defense there. It's much easier to read. Alright, well that works. You're gonna chuckle that being up Nitro's ass. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Oh, come on now. Hey-ya! These guys, I think, are resistant to stun because they usually don't stun very much. So. Whoops, pressed the wrong button, but I corrected it pretty easily. Sorry, I had to concentrate for a second there. Nope. It's a stiff! And same thing, also a stiff. Well, you're getting knockback bros then, because Luigi needs to practice, so. I think the way that the damage formula works, by the way, with certain bros attacks, whatever brother is the one that hits the enemy is the one that the damage formula is based off of. So like in the case of Splash Bros and Knockback Bros, Mario is the one hitting the enemy, so his power will determine how powerful the technique is, not Luigi's. In the case of, actually in the case of Chopper Bros as well, because Mario's also the one hitting in that case. In the case of Bounce Bros, Luigi's power determines it because Luigi's the one hitting the enemy. So just in case for some reason it looks like Knockback Bros does a lot more damage than other techniques by Luigi, it's because Mario's power is the one that it's based on. So at least, again, I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I mean, it makes sense, I think. I seem to recall H.C. Bailey talking about that when he did his 3DS Superstar Saga playthrough. So I don't know if the same formulas apply here. I would assume so, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I like this game a lot, but I'm not a fountain of knowledge of its inner mechanics and formulas. This isn't Final Fantasy II. Another stiff. I'm getting no luck with these, Basically, what I want to do is I want to find a particular type of beanie from inside of these guys, because if you can find them and then defeat them in battle, they give you a special type of badge that will be useful for us for the remainder of the game. So if I can find one, that'd be great. If I can't, well, I don't know, I'll figure something else out. I'll go find it off screen, I guess, but I would prefer to find it on screen so I can actually show it. It's random, though, so like it's a kind of a rare enemy. It's like finding an Amazy Daisy in Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Your likelihood of it happening, especially when you're recording, like the likelihood of it happening since I'm recording this is not very high because I'm recording, so. There's a sentence we use when something is super surprising or outrageous. Tell me what it is, Rocket Fun. It is based on the brother attacking? Okay. See, somebody else must have looked up the mechanical stuff there, which saves me the trouble, which is nice. Okay, so he jumped, so he's going to charge me. I missed that because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to time the counterattack with these guys, I find, but it's not a huge deal. You can always just beat them up in one round anyway, each one. So he jumped, so he's going to charge me. I didn't press jump in time. I mean, they don't deal that much damage, though, so it's really not a huge deal if you don't jump over them. What do we got here? Poems of Love, Volume 2. What do you got there, Bubbles? Atop Barrel Man, I spy new lands and visions. Green, be Barrel Man. L picks the barrel icon. B climbs up on top. Okay, interesting. Oh, that one's a little obscured by the camera view. There we go. Yeah, Chucklehuck Woods is rife with Chuckle Beans because, well, it's the Chuckle Bean Woods, basically, so of course it would be. So just keep your eyes open for it. Let's go grab this barrel. Excuse me, take it down here with us. What was that, Mario? Can you repeat that? Okay, then. So he'll and jump up onto the barrel. And then he'll off the barrel. And then you can break it and move right along. I don't know why he gets so excited about jumping onto and off of barrels, but maybe he's remembering his old days of Donkey Kong. Possibly. Samatrulakul, which could be translated as dig a hole in my ass or something, and it's obviously colloquial language. Oh, okay. I kind of figured that based on the colloquial meaning of it. So, oh boy, dig a hole in my ass. It's like, what's it called? It's like here where you tell someone to go shove it up their ass if you don't like what they're saying. It's colloquial as well. Alright, let me see. I think there's a map around here somewhere. It is, but you know what? It's probably behind those gates that we can't get past yet, so let's go up here first. Oh, hello. Big tree stump. So you're Chuckleroot, huh? Hello, nice to meet you. Whoa. That's horrifying. Okay. So in order to pass this guy and get over to where potentially the Chocola Reserve is, we need to find him 3 kinds of Chocola fruit. Which ones are we finding for you, Chuckleroot? White Chocola fruit, red Chocola fruit, and purple Chocola fruit. So find them all, and he'll let us pass. And then he'll open the gates for us. So that's nice. So now we can look at the map. Let's go check it out. So yeah, as you can see, Chocola Reserve back there, but we need to find the 3 things of fruit for him. So we'll need to go off this way, and then around that way to find the 3 types. Do I want to go this way first? I think I want to go the other way first, actually, because that way leads to 2 of them. So we'll just loop back around that way. And then we can give him the loop's brother. I think there's a point in this room where there's going to be a bunch of pest nuts that fall. Yep, there it is. Okay. Gotcha. Also, Samatrulakul is Google translated into fucks my ass in the ass, and you know what? I think that's enough ass for the day. Fair enough. After that, I'm not shocked. Nope, it's a stiff. I managed to stun those guys, though, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, Luigi, just do your normal thing. Eventually, you'll be able to practice knockback bros, I swear. It just might take a minute, that's all. Another stiff, alright. Do that, and, yep, do this. Alright, Mario. Hopefully this one's got what I'm looking for. I'm not crazy, I swear! They're just not giving me the right RNG for it. God damn it. Well, at least we're getting a lot of woo beans out of this. That's pretty nice. I think there's some treasure over here. I think. Or maybe this is where the fruit is. I don't know. I'm going to go back this way first so we can deal with the rest of the enemies over here. Hello. I'm just going to run into him. If he shoots his... Ow. If he shoots his spear at the front guy, by the way, the front guy will not go, oh no, and fall over or anything like that. It's only if he hits the back dude with the spear. So if you're planning on jumping on the guy, make sure both of your guys jump so that you can avoid the spear. Just in case. Okay, so that's going at Luigi? No, Mario. Fuzzies! God, I thought I was through with these guys after playing Super Mario World and Paper Mario. But apparently they're everywhere. Alright, and we'll just take care of these guys with solos. We could take care of the fuzz bushes with solos as well, but it lengthens the battle. And I need to practice the bros attacks anyway, and I have plenty of syrup, so... You know what? It'll work. Okay, defense for Mario this level. Looks like there's at least one 1 in there, which is not good, because... Well, there's a lot of 4s, though, and I got one, so that's awesome. Let's see if we can do the same for Luigi. I don't think so, though. I think his defense usually doesn't have that many 4s in it, so... Let's see. It would give him a lot of defense, though, if it did. Okay, I think I just passed the... Yep, got a 4. Awesome. He has the answer for his defense now. But not the Persona 3 answer. That one's a little more confusing. Wow. Alright. Here we go again. Can I get lucky today? Not with that one. Basically, if the spikes on the pest nut touch your body at that point, touch the Mario or Luigi's frame, that's when the damage goes off on that one. So as long as you're faster than that when you hit them, it's all that matters. So. Well, we're getting, like I said before, we're getting a ton of Woo Beans out of this whole thing. I'm not sure if pest nuts drop them, but we are getting a bunch of them, so that at least helps. No, not you. I only need 2 of you to be good RNG. Come on now. This is one of the last places in the woods to get the good RNG for this as well, but... well, we'll see. Nope. Okay. I think there's only one more screen that has pest nuts on it, now that I think about it. So I guess we'll have to think about that one when we're going here. Ooh. Ah, some X marks the spots under here. A few Chuckle Beans we can grab if we go under here. 4 of them. Nice. Whoops. Did that one a little wrong. Came up from it in the wrong direction. There we go. And one more. Haha. Nothing up there. If you see purple grass on top of a platform here, it means that you can't go up any further, so... yeah, man, RNG really isn't on my side tonight. Absolutely. I'm getting terrible luck with this. I usually get it on, like, the first screen of the woods, honestly. I to emphasize how nothing translates self-literally from English to French and vice versa, and it's awful. Yeah, sometimes translation is a bit of a mess between 2 different languages. It's kind of bad, but whatever. What can you do, right? It's not like we can go back hundreds of years and tell them, hey, can you make this easier for everybody by translating it not terribly? Looks like you've been hit by the Let's Player's curse. Yes, absolutely. I've absolutely been hit by the Let's Player's curse and not getting the badges that I want. Finally back from phone call with the workplace. No, I haven't been there all week due to job training, but what the fuck's going on? Now you're suddenly not needed tonight, but you're still working 5 hours tomorrow? What the fuck's going on? Why are people being shuffled around like some bad 90s cartoon? That's a little weird. Wonder what's up with that, Todd. Couldn't tell you, but it seems strange. Poems of Love, Volume 3 by Bubbles. Let's see. When 2 are distant, pressing start, but once will do. Souls will reunite. So, sorry, had to take a drink. When Mario and Luigi are split up due to, like, let's say I send Mini Mario through this thing. So now the brothers are split up, and you can go do solo adventures with them, which in this case you'd have to because you can't open this gate. So you could have Mario go all the way back out there, but the gate is open for Luigi, so just switch to Luigi, and he can go have a little solo adventure over here. And you can use it to work together, open these gates up, and then go from there. These people have no idea what the fuck they're doing that easy. Well, yeah, I guess that could be a thing. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come there, Todd, because it seemed like everything was working pretty well at your workplace, but yeah. If that's indicative of the staff... I mean, I understand it's everywhere now. It's not like, you know, anywhere in particular is, like, super competent. I know that's a weird thing to say, but, like, it seems like it happens everywhere there's scheduling issues, basically, right? But hopefully it's not indicative of other things that are bad, you know? Oh, okay. Open that one up. Uh-oh. So this one only holds for 15 seconds, so we gotta get back to Mario. Go like this. And have Mini Mario go and grab the thing before the... go in there, Mario. There we go. Before the gate closes. And there you go. We got the white Chocola fruit. Nice. If the gate closed on you before you got to the fruit, but you were in here, you could just hit this and it'll open the gate for you. But I did it before I had to worry about it, so... That's all she wrote. Alright, Mario, go in the thing. There we go. That's 1 down. 2 more to go. Let you borrow your luck while you're getting something to drink. Be right back. Don't borrow your duck, though. You'd never forgive me. Okay. I will leave your duck alone until Ratchet & Clank up your arsenal, because then I may need to borrow your duck, because the ducks in that game are really good. Mario needs some syrup. I might even give him some super syrup. There you go. Get that in my inventory there, at least. Use a couple mushrooms to heal. Yeah, we won't use regular syrup yet. Luigi's good on his BP for now, so. Let's save it right here, and let's go get the other 2 pieces of fruit. Why the hell not? Okay, so there's a couple of different directions we can go in the next room. So let's go see what we can find over here. Yeah, this is the last screen with pest nuts on it, so I'm just not even gonna bother trying to first strike these guys. So you see how he didn't jump there? So he's just gonna slide right up to you and try to swing his spear at you if he doesn't jump there. So then you just can wait and go from there. Wow, that fuzzbush has less HP than I thought it had. Well, practice knockback bros, Luigi, while we're at it then. So I can pretend like I actually did work this turn. I mean, I did. I killed 2 enemies, but usually I go 1 at a time. And it takes 2 solo jumps to kill those guys 1 at a time. So I don't even know what I'm saying, man. Oh, I saw some pest nuts falling out of the tree there. Okay, he jumped, so he's gonna charge. Damn it. Faked me out by spinning it for too long. Alright, so let's just do this. We'll get rid of them 1 at a time this time. It's fine. But yeah, they can spin it for a random period of time. It's like between half a second and like 2 seconds they can spin their spears, which makes jumping over sometimes a little bit of a problem. Because you almost have to anticipate it, as if I just did there. I didn't do that on purpose, though. I totally anticipated that by accident, and that's why it actually worked for me to damage him. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Let's get lucky! Not with that one, though. Next one. Okay. Not for you. You're dead. Next. Nope. Okay. Yeah, luck is really not on my side tonight, obviously, but we'll deal with it. It's fine. If we don't get the badges, it's not a big deal. It's just going to save us on a little bit of syrup later in the game, so. But I would prefer to get them so I can use them and not have to use my all my syrup later. Yeah, these guys have got to be resistant to stun because I go into battle with these guys and more often than not they're not stunned even though I hit them with the hammer. So, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't matter too much. Their attacks aren't that threatening, but, you know. It'd be nice if I could just, you know, get a stun or 2. I have in the past, but it's like 50-50, so. Well, at the very least, Mario will be really good at Chopper Bros by the time we're done with this. Then we'll just have to work on Luigi at that point. Okay, I got 1. Thank you, game. The game heard me. Well, it wasn't stunned for long. Alright, let's get rid of that one. I think I'm going to hit the one on the bottom first. I know it's like a placebo effect, but maybe it'll have something, like maybe it'll change the RNG or something. There it is, right there. That's what I'm looking for. Hold on. So now we need to use, when you see a gold beanie like that, like basically you pop the pest nut and it turns into a gold beanie like that, have Luigi use Knockback Bros because it has like 30 HP and you don't want it to get away. If it has a turn of its own, it might run away, and if it runs away, it will take the badge that it has as a drop with it. So we don't want that. So. Okay. Well, I got 1 of them out of it. I'll go get another one later. But yeah, for defeating a gold beanie in battle, you get all of this stuff, but you also get that spike badge at the top of the screen there. Spike badge is really nice because what it allows you to do is it allows you to jump on spiny enemies and deal double damage with your solo jump technique. You can also use bros attacks on them, but I usually just use it to save a little bit of BP personally, so. All right, we did defense last level. Let's do HP this one. That's a lot of 4s. Come on, yeah, nice. Good job, Mario. Luigi, let's see if we can do the same for you. Get you a decent chunk of HP out of this. Oh, there's a 1 in there. Might have scrolled past it. Yes! Awesome. All the HP this level. Alright, any chuckle beans I missed? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's grab another refreshing herb that I'll probably never use, but that's fine. This way. Because this way doesn't curve around. Ooh, X marks the spot. Hello! Oh. Oh, the granddaughter? I was gonna say, I didn't know he had a child, but he has a grandchild apparently too. Wow. Guy's been doing pretty okay for himself. I'm sorry, the door was open. Okay. Sure. Yeah, the X marks the spots, yeah. Yep, so if you didn't know about these beforehand, she's gonna explain to you now. There are chuckle beans underneath those, and if Luigi goes underneath the ground, he'll pop up and he'll grab a chuckle bean while he's under there. In this room, there are 5 that you get for free because you actually cannot open up the door without grabbing them, so it's essentially free. You don't have to even look for them because they're all kind of just hanging around in this room somewhere. So just keep your eyes peeled and you'll find them. Yeah, not too hard to find. Okay, found them all. And she lets you keep them as well, by the way. It's just a tutorial. She doesn't take them from you, so... Good night. How many chuckle beans do we have now at this point? Let's see. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We got 18 of them. Not bad. We got 26 woo beans, which means we will be able to make 2 drinks. Well, if we could make 1 type of drink, basically. We need 25 chuckle beans and 25 woo beans to make 2 types of drinks. And I need to make a total of 8 drinks in the game. There are 7 unique drinks that you can make in the game, but I only need to make, I actually need to make 8. I need to make 2 of the same kind for 1 of them. But I'll talk to you about that when we actually get to the point where we can make them. There's a hidden chuckle bean by here, though. It's obscured by the camera, so just make sure you grab that one. I don't think this is such a good idea, bros. I'm pretty sure that was a wiggler, and probably jumping on its back would piss it off, if nothing else. Where did it go? Huh. Well, the red chocola fruit's in there. Let's send Mario inside and grab it. Give him back your luck now. You can have it back, Rockin' Fun. We got 1 spike badge, so you can have it back. Thank you. What? Oh, Jesus. I told you the wiggler would be pissed. I don't think you can enter battle with Mini Mario, though. I think he just turns into regular Mario when you enter battle like that. I've never tried, admittedly, but no, it doesn't matter. So now we have 1 pissed off wiggler to deal with. I don't think you can damage it to its face, which is the vulnerable point, without taking care of the rest of it first. So you gotta hit these sections to turn it back into its non-pissed form, and then you can damage it after that. So we're gonna take care of these while we're at it. If you do a jump defense, by the way, and you land on a section that's already yellow, it'll turn back red again, so worst comes to worst, just tank the damage because it's easier than trying to aim your jumps like I was doing just there. And once you get to this point, he's basically vulnerable again, so now you can practice your Splash Bros and Chopper Bros. Just make sure you aim for the face because the rest of it is just going to turn red or yellow again, so... And apparently that's enough. 1 Chopper Bros got him. Good. Yeah, see, someone's luck did all the work. Yeah, obviously, I definitely needed your luck to fix things here because it wasn't working with my luck, that's for sure. But for defeating the wiggler, we get the red chocola fruit. 2 down, 1 to go. Hey, Freeze didn't see you coming. He was here originally. He just was on a phone call with his workplace that he was doing his job training with, so... He's been in and out a little bit. There might actually be pest nuts here too, now that I think about it. So we might still get lucky. We'll see. And I'm not sure if Luigi can kill the Fuzzbush with his own jump, so let's practice knockback bros because we can. Why the hell not? Ah, missed the timing on that one. Oh well. And actually, before I forget, since I'm pretty sure there are pest nuts here, After this battle, I might equip the badge, the spike badge that we got, because it'll come in handy for us. So. Did I listen to the Lane and Deadlock music you linked? Yes, I did. Yeah, the Lane one reminded me of something, but I can't quite it sounded familiar to something, but I can't quite put my finger on what it was. And the Deadlocked one, I've actually heard the Deadlock one before in some other video. I don't remember what the video was, but I've heard it before. But it's really good. They're both really good from what I've heard. So I didn't really look up any of the soundtracks for either of them further than that, but what you linked me, the samples that you gave me, were both very good. So let's see. Pest nuts, ahoy! Where are the pest nuts? Not here. Purple Chicola Cave. Okay. And the purple cave actually links up and around to a place we've already been, so. Purple Chicola fruit be like, yeah, pretty much, yeah. And spin over here, grab this. What's in here? Some more syrup. Okay. I don't think I think I was misinformed. I think I was misrepresenting. There are no pest nuts in here. Which is just unfortunate, because I only have one spike badge, but it's alright. There might be a point later in the game where I have so much money I don't know what to do with it, so I could just buy a spike badge later. There's an upgraded version of the spike badge that you can buy in a shop later, so I'll just get it there. Sorry, I got a little food stuck in my teeth, I just realized. It just started bothering me, and now it's just sticking in there, and it sucks. Alright, let's see what's up here. I thought I saw some bike pads. Yep, I did. Okay, and let's move to the right. Lane's music really reminds you of Silent Hill 3 music sometimes. I think I remember seeing a comment or something like that in the comments section. You know what? Actually, thinking about it, what it might have kind of reminded me of is like a save theme from like Resident Evil. Except obviously it's not like a, you know, like a low droning. It's like just a guitar. But there were certain points in the song where it kind of had that low droning effect, like a save room, basically. So I don't know how true that is, but because I've only played at this point 2 Resident Evil games, so I don't know the save room themes from the rest of them, but. And for going through this cave, we get the purple Chicola fruits. Now we've got all 3. We can go back and tell Choco Root to get out of my way. I wonder if the pest nuts respawn here. Evidently not. Okay, that's fine. We'll just keep our 1 spike badge and roll with it. Let me see. Everyone but Mario is good right now on HP and BP, so we'll just give Mario some syrup, so he's good. I think you kind of see what I mean, but not 100% sure. I'd have to go back and listen to it again to kind of give you a direct comparison, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of it, but I'm not 100% sure about it. Again, I haven't played every single Resident Evil game, so my comparison might be a little iffy, but it definitely reminds me of something. Excuse me. Good lord. What level are people normally when they finish this game? I think around level 35 to 40. If we get to level 35, we will be fine in this game. I think people usually push more towards 40, if not a little higher, by the end of the game. The stat table that I have in the official guidebook that I have from way back in the day only goes up to level 40, and they made it seem like it was really hard to get past level 40, but I've gotten past it before. I'm not planning on it this time because you don't need to. It's really not that hard, so you don't need to be over-leveled for it. But, yeah, so... Guidebook, you remember those? Yeah, I still have a few of my old guides for some of these games. And yeah, you're right, some of them were really bad. Which ones do I still have? I have the one for Mario and Luigi. I have one for Pokemon Emerald. I have one for Final Fantasy V. I had one for Final Fantasy 1 and 2, but that one we used so much that it started, like, breaking down. We opened it so many times that the book actually started breaking down. I think I still have one for Tales of Symphonia. There were several that I had that we probably still have sitting around somewhere. They're in storage right now, but I could probably get them out pretty easily. I have found all 3 of them for you. You can be a rainbow of happiness now, Chuckleroot. Uh-oh. Damn it, they tricked us! I'm surprised Chuckleroot didn't tell us these guys were here. Come on now, old man, don't do me like this. We better get a move on, then, before Popple and Rookie get to the Chocola Reserve first. Alright, I think this section here is the first case where there are hidden blocks available for you to hit. I'm not 100% sure where they all are, though. I could always look at a... Oop, I just found one. There's one. So, hidden blocks in this game almost always contain Who Beans. And Who Beans are a third type of bean that you can get in the game that you can use for more drinks. I think there's like 3 in this room. There's another one. I don't remember exactly where they all are, but I think if you keep jumping, you can kind of figure it out eventually. Is it down this way? I might have just found it. No. Hold on. I'm going to go over here for a second, so the sound on the game is going to go off. Let me go Mario and Luigi hidden blocks. There we go. List of hidden blocks in Superstar Saga. Thank you. We can't get those ones yet. Those are in Bean Bean Castle Town. Chucklehuck Woods. What do we got? There is one up top there. There's one in the middle. And there's one even further up top. So there is 3, in fact. And I think I got most of them. I got that one. I got that one. And there's one up here, I think. It's like right around... Hang on. I just scrolled away from it on the screen here. Oh, it's inside of the thing. Okay, so it's like inside of this block. So like you can go here. There it is. Yeah, I don't know where all the hidden blocks are exactly, but I know where most of them are. Let me put my chat back on the screen. There we go. The one for Pokemon Coliseum assumed you picked Croconaw. If you didn't, it actually ruined like 4 or 5 sections later in the game. Oh, man. I'm even going to talk about how the guide kept saying you should use Surf or for Alligator, which I didn't have because I chose Bayleaf. Yeah, I think the only other Pokemon you could get in Coliseum that had Surf at that point was like Quillfish, and Quillfish is awful. So, at least on the special attacking side, Quillfish is awful. It didn't really get much better until Gen 4 when it got physical attacks, but yeah. Also tracks using a bunch of vibes and riffs from Lane's theme, so I should link this one too, since Wind of Space and Time is kind of a distorted version of Lane's theme. Okay. Yeah, link that one too, so I can check that one out as well. I'll see what you mean by it. I think there's a couple of blocks up here. No. Okay, I was thinking of something else. Let's save it then, since we already did save it again, but we'll save it a 3rd time. Or a 2nd time in this case. As it were. Okay, I'll check it out when the stream is over then, Rockin' Fun. Alright, let's go get this Chocola Reserve, hopefully before Popple and Rookie do. Hello? I think we found it. Okay, so it's just Chocola Cola. That's fine. Oh, these jokes are terrible! And I make terrible puns all day. I would be the one that would know. Hey there, old man. Oh, you're Bubbles. So you're still alive? Didn't the Chucklehuck Woods Reserve area, like, happen, like, thousands of years ago at this point? Yeah, dad jokes for Soda. We've reached a new low. Oh my god, I know. So duh, I'm stealing that one. You do that. Hope you don't get funny looks for it. Yeah, that was a long time ago, though, wasn't it? Sure you are. Ah, very nice. We kind of need it so that the queen of your kingdom doesn't die. Oh, okay. That was easier than I expected it to be. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so They didn't directly say it before this, but the Chucklehuck Woods Reserve Area has been here for like 1,000 years at this point. I have no idea how this guy's still alive, but I mean, maybe the Beanish folk live a lot longer than the rest of us. Maybe they're like elves or something. Right. You know that when soda gets older, if you don't, like, you know, put it in a glass case, it just loses its carbonation, right? I still have a glass bottle of orange pop that I've had for like 8 years sitting in my fridge. I might open it at one point. Because that's the thing, is that if it's in an aluminum can or a plastic bottle, it loses its carbonation because there's enough pores in the plastic or the aluminum to let the air inside, and then the air pulls the carbonation out of it. If it's in glass, the glass is thick enough and doesn't have enough pores in it for the air to get inside, so the carbonation stays inside of the soda. Now, that doesn't mean that the soda doesn't taste like garbage when you open it up like 30 years down the road, but it still is carbonated, at least, so that helps a little. It's gonna be flat as hell, I know. I just kept it because I was like, I really want to test this for myself, so it's a bit of a science experiment. So if at one point on my birthday I decide to drink it and I post a picture of it or something on a Discord server of me with a glass bottle of pop, if I end up with, like, you know, some sort of weird stomach disease the next day and I'm in the hospital, now you know why. It's not gonna happen though, like, it just, you don't get diseases from that sort of stuff, it just might taste like garbage, that's all. Yeah, 8 years. You heard right. At least it's not 1,000 years though, because holy hell, that soda would be really flat. Why are we counting to 3? Oh! How'd you guys get captured? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe Bubbles isn't what he says he is. Maybe he's actually secretly buff! Or wait, that's Grubba. Never mind. So what's with this guy? Whoa! It's turned into gelatin! Well, it's been sitting there for 1,000 years. I'm not really shocked. The great soda shines. Only in this game. Oh, really? I would like to see it because we kind of need to bring this gelatin back to the kingdom. Like, you'd think these people would not insist on killing us, considering the queen of their entire kingdom is going to die without this gelatin. Like, come on now. Alright, well anyway, we gotta beat the Chicola Reserve now, so that's great. He will shoot gelatin blocks at you, and you can break them with your hammer, so. Now, I think at the start of the fight, he starts with the shield, and you can't directly break the shield immediately. You have to hit it a certain number of times for it to break, so we're gonna do that right now. Whoops. Well, that'll work a little. Okay, so now it makes him switch his hands. So now he can't block with the shield, if I remember correctly. But he has his little cannon on his right arm there that he can use to shoot us, so. Alright, Conker, take it easy. Have a good one. Good night. Gotta figure out what you gotta do for the rest of the night. Yeah, considering what's going on with your work there, it's kind of a bit of a weird situation. Remember that Monster Soda may be healed if you don't beat it fast enough. Yeah, I better get going with the bros attacks then. Just want you to have taste of soda, geez, Mono. I don't think this thing wants me to taste anything. I think it wants to eat me. Oh, he can block with the shield with that up. Okay, that's fine. Well, he can't block with it anymore. He can move between brothers, by the way, when he does that, so... Whoops, I dodged that incorrectly. That's okay. But he didn't in that particular instance, so... Let's just keep using our new bros attacks since I need to practice them anyway. To get those advanced commands. Haha, gotcha. That's at Mario. I jumped again too early. I need to stop jumping so early. I mean, admittedly, I could take the damage. It's not like he's dealing that much damage to me, but that's because I've been raising my defense through bonuses and stuff, so... Oh! We've already advanced Chopper Bros! Man, that took basically no time at all, but that's because I've been using it like every battle, so it's not really a shock. Admittedly, I don't know if we're going to be able to advance every single type of Bros attack in this game, because certain ones are, like, really bad. Like, well, not really bad, but just, like, it takes so long by the time you get them that I don't know if I'll be able to do that without, like, spamming those moves. And some of them are not really that spammable, I find. Gotta wait until Mario's just about to the enemy there before you hit the A button on the knockback throws, so. Well, there's the reference that I was talking about back in Ratchet & Clank, Going Commando. What do sheep count to sleep? Oh god. Timed that wrong. I'm just gonna face roll all the damage real quick. I hope nobody minds. What'd you think this was, an expert playthrough? That's what the HP's there for. And speaking of HP, his is gone, so that takes care of the Chocola Reserve. And we leveled up from it. Nice. Let's see, so 13 was defense, 14 was HP, so it's BP this level. Ooh, lots of 4s in there. Well, I got a 2, but that's okay. That's 2 more than I had before. I feel that way about every number on the bonus wheel except for 1. When I get a 1, it's like, you know. It's a lot of 4s in here. I got a 3, that's good. That's 1 extra knockback or bounce bros, so. Alright, give me that soda. We need it. Well, it's still going to help. The Queen's going to drink it, and it's going to prevent her from dying from a belly black virus. Maybe if you listened to me, old man, we wouldn't be here! I started screaming like that way too early, but oh well. Oh, jeez. Mario's in a bit of a predicament. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, Luigi's in a bit of a predicament too, because Luigi's now solo. Mario's kind of stuck down there, so now you gotta play as Luigi by himself. So let's go do that. I think we're fully healed, though, after the boss fight, just like everywhere else, so. Certain ones you unlock super late, too, and they're harder to do in no assist mode compared to the early ones. Yes, that's true. Yeah. I'll do the best I can to unlock as many of them as I can, but I think there will be certain ones that don't get unlocked, so we'll see. Yeah, au revoir. Also, Luigi's the real protagonist of the game. Yeah, change my mind. You can't, because it's true. I agree. So Luigi goes through this part solo. You can sneak around a lot of the enemies here and not have to deal with them, but you might end up having to deal with a few of them, so. And of course, when Luigi gets into battle, he says, "Go, Luigi," because why not? Alright, let's take care of these guys. We should be able to take care of them with Luigi's attacks combined with his jumping and his defense, so. There we go. I'm going to sneak past a few of the enemies. I don't think I'm going to sneak past all of them, because basically what it does is it unbalances the experience between Luigi and Mario. And admittedly, each brother has their own experience table, so it's not a huge loss if they're out of sync, but yeah, I would prefer to have them as close to in sync as they can, so. Whoops, jumped a little early on that one. It's okay, they're only doing 1 damage to me at this point, it's not a big deal. You'll notice that in a lot of cases when I'm doing solo attacks, I usually prefer using jump attacks because the timing on that one is just way easier to do, I find, than getting the maximum damage out of hammer. So, of course, maybe if I practiced hammer, I'd be fine. I don't know. For real, though, the poor dude's doing all the hard work. Mario's just here, he's like, yeah, I guess this is just another day in the woods. Luigi's like, holy crap, this craziness all happening around me. Yeah, only 1 HP. Luigi is taking it like a champ in this case, yeah. He's got all that defense, though, so that probably helps him out quite a bit. And these guys really don't do that much damage, so. Let's practice more hammer. Hey, I got the timing right there. There is a split second that you can see in their attacks where they are stopping doing the spinning animation and starting doing the charge animation. So that would be right around when you want to jump, it seems like. So I'm just going to jump right past you, sir. Bye. When they lose their spears like that, by the way, they're vulnerable for a few seconds, so if you want to jump on them, you can just kind of bait their spears in one direction and then go in another direction and just go walk around it, so. Uh-oh. I think someone's in there, Luigi. Someone you know pretty well. I mean, I guess that'll work. This river probably, yeah, leads all the way back out to town, so. Do a barrel roll, Luigi. Do a barrel roll. Oh, God. Yeah, we're both back again. Thanks for not remembering our names. Yeah, it is a little gross, isn't it? But he's the only one out of all of us that knows how to be overhydrated, so... It's sort of disgusting. Oh, God, not again. These guards are the, like, they don't know anything. God damn it. Okay. Well, let's find out. That doesn't sound good. Never mind, that sounds perfect. Why does the belly black worm look like Popple? Distant relative, maybe? Would explain why Popple's such a little worm, but always worming his way out of everything. Ah, there we go. Yeah, a little repugnant, but hey, it all worked out, didn't it? So, the queen is back. Well, I'm glad that you got a laugh out of almost dying from a belly black virus. That's a good sense of humor you got there. They are right now, that's disgusting. Yeah, they're right, but they're still incompetent. Hello, Queen! Yes, it's a bit of a situation, I guess. If she gets her desires, she'll probably use it to, you know, rule the world, encapsulate the entire planet in darkness, wish for underwear. It's just a travesty, really. Well, it grants wishes, right? Let's take a look at the ancient scrolls. So the Beanstar is the protector of this land, and it has the power to grant any and all desires. To prevent such power from being used for evil, the Beanstar was cast into a deep sleep. It is said that a voice of great beauty is required to wake the Beanstar from its slumber. It must be the voice of a pure and noble soul. And let me guess, in this day and age, Princess Peach is the only one who possesses such a voice. Of course. So the reason Cackletta stole Princess Peach's voice, aha, she must plan to awaken the Beanstar and fulfill all of her desires. That is what I just said, so we need to stop that. Okay, well, Rule the World is a pretty generic villain theme to do, but whatever. I'll figure something out there. Oh, did you? What'd you do about it? You're not going to tell me what you did about it, are you? Oh, Prince Peasley's back. Okay. Sure, let's go do that. Whoa. Some jump you got there. My jumps don't shake the ground like that, unfortunately. Unless there's like a Quake jump badge in the original Paper Mario or something. I know there's a Quake hammer badge, but that's not really in... I think it's in the original Paper Mario as well, but it's also in Thousand Year Door. There's no Quake jump as far as I know, though. Of course it would be nice. You know what's not going to happen? Exactly that. Must be Prince Peasley. Yep, there he is. I'm prepared this time. I put sunglasses on before the start of the stream. Don't ask me how I'm seeing, even though it's dark outside when I have sunglasses on. You still have the Piplup video, like the dance vid? Oh. God, that sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've seen it recently. I'd have to look at it again to see if I've seen it recently. Or if I've seen it at all, really. Oh, your secret mission's about to pay off, huh? Okay. I'm guessing you can't tell us anything about that, huh? Guess we'll have to link that too. Yeah, go ahead, Rockin' Fun, no problem. You do that. Oh, that might have been his secret mission, is finding out where Cackletta is. Nice! Excuse me, good lord. Oh, they're in Woohoo University? Okay, well that is at least an easy place to get to. It's not too far away. Why? Is it because of all the research equipment they have there? Actually, that kind of makes sense. Never mind. I withdraw my point. Okay, then. I guess we'll come after you, then. You go ahead and march right in, but we'll go after you and make sure that you don't get hurt or something. Yeah, we should probably go do that. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Thank you, Queen Bean. We will go ahead and go right there as soon as we check out the town first, because now that we've gone through Chucklehuck Woods, the town is basically back to normal, so all of the shops are back. You can go to the east side of town now, all that good stuff. And there's a few things for us to do around town as well. I might not start on all of them until the next episode, though. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll see how long it takes me to explore the whole town. Oh, okay. Let's check out the gardens then. Well, it looks pretty repaired to me. Huh. I don't think there's anything in here, though. I think it's just the place where cutscenes happen later in the game. Yeah, looks like it. Alright. Well, either way, let's head back down. And we'll head out of the cave. I don't think there's anything over here. Maybe there is. Let's see. Yeah, tutorial stuff. Okay. Nothing that I care about. I think it's tutorial stuff anyway. It's been a while since I've looked at those books. But it looks like a tutorial room, so I'm going with that. Alright, I think there's some new stuff for us to buy as well. Let me look at my notes real quick. Yes, I need to buy one new thing for Mario. And I need to find 2 new pieces of equipment for both Mario and Luigi, so we will go do that. Let's save first, though, and then we'll take a look around the town. Because there's a few new things to do around town. We'll have to go check them out. First things first, let's go this way. Because if we go in here, it's a warp pipe house. So we can check right in here. So that's warp pipe number 3. I think the second one is up in the top left corner there, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find it later, just not now. I think if you go over here, this takes you in a big circle. And this is the tutorial warp pipe, if I remember right. Looks like a bullet bill, except out of a pipe. Hi. No, I know pipes. I've been in and out of pipes my entire life, so I think I know what I'm... I think I know what you're talking about when you're talking about pipes there. Sorry, I just had to put my chat back on the screen. Thanks for the attempt, though. Well, I didn't expect a pipe person to come out of a pipe like that. They usually aren't. Usually aren't pipe people in the pipes that I look into. Oh, look, another maze. Great. I think I remember how to get through this thing. It's the middle one? Nope. It is the right one. Okay. That's fine. So now if you go this way, you'll end up inside of a little area that is inside of the castle itself. And down here, there's some more hidden blocks. Let's see if we can get a few hoop beans while we're here. So that gives us 8 total. We need 10 in order to make a drink with hoop beans, though, so I won't be able to make that right now. The numbers, by the way, for the amount of hoop beans that you need are different in the 3DS version versus the GBA version. So if you're wondering why the numbers are different in your version, that's why, because you need less beans in the GBA version, basically. Let me see what my dog's barking at. Hold on. A moment. It's neighbors again. I'm gonna flip. It's not neighbors. Might be distant neighbors. There's a light on in a garage across the street that's not normally on. Okay. Well, that's something. I probably should stop him barking before I start back up again, shouldn't I? Hold on. So, there's a garage light on across the street that's not normally on. It's like one of those lights that you stick on the top so like you can light up the whole driveway basically. So somebody might have come home over there, but he was also barking in not that direction, so I don't really know what that was all about. But it's fine, we're all good. Alright, where were we? Oh yeah, so east side of town and also stuff up here. There is, oops, block up here with some coins in it. And then over here, hello. Oh, okay. So you can retake your pictures for your passport if you go up here. I think there's different poses available as well if you mash your control pad in different directions, so. Let your dog play Mario and Luigi, you coward. I'm sure his commentary's on point too. Probably. He usually has a lot to say. Especially in the morning. When he first goes out in the morning, we call him his morning announcements because he'll bark incessantly without really stopping for like an hour straight while he's out there, and then he'll get bored and go take a nap. It's pretty funny. And he's not even barking at anything in particular. He just barks. I think sometimes he just barks to hear his own voice as well. So, sure, I'll get a picture taken. 100 coins for a picture? No, you're out of your mind. Not if you're going to charge me that much. Oh, okay. I skipped past it because I wasn't sure if I had to press anything to get there. But he'll actually reduce his price if you press no thanks one time. So now you can take a new picture for 50 coins. Okay. I'll take a new picture for 50 coins. Not like I'm using my money for anything else right now. Incidentally, how much money do I have? Oh, I have plenty. Okay, so I can retake my pictures. Let's see what new poses are available. I don't know if it's randomized or if it's based on what time of the game you're doing these at, so. Oh, is it just the same ones? Nope. Oh, that's pretty funny. Your arm appears to be stuck in limbo there, Mario. Alright, so we'll take a picture with Luigi as well. We'll do the 50 coins thing. I don't know what the hell Mario was doing there, but oh, okay. Alright, let's check these out. Okay, so Luigi is driving an imaginary car, and Mario is getting yeeted across the screen, about to be "We'll be right back." Okay. I'll take those. That's fine. But yeah, I think those are randomized. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think it randomizes them between like 12 different animations that you can get there. Because I definitely had one case before where Mario did his overhydration animation where he's walking with water inside of him. And that one's pretty funny. If I can get that one, I would prefer to, but we didn't get it this time, so that's unfortunate. But it's fine, we'll figure it out. Her babysitting Loustic, you tried to give him the controller, but he would just give it back. What were you having him play? Maybe that was why. Maybe he didn't like the game or the genre. Oh boy. Well, the fashion boutique's open again, so that's nice. I'd like to buy, please. Let's see what new fashions you've got. So after Chucklehuck Woods, she has new gear available for you, and one of them I actually want to go ahead and grab. We want to get the parasol pants for Mario there. What it does is it doesn't give the defense the defense boost that the bean trousers do directly. It doesn't give your defense a direct boost, but it does give you the defense up status. And what that does is it boosts your defense, I think it's by like 50% or something like that, for the first 4 turns of battle. Then it'll go away. Usually battles don't last more than 4 turns unless it's a boss fight though, and even then they sometimes don't last that long, so. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's why the parasol pants are pretty solid for Mario. For Luigi, the blue jeans are still pretty good for him. You could get him the heart jeans here, but yeah, they're more for HP than for anything else, and lowering his defense, I'm not a big fan. So we're going to get something else for Luigi, potentially, from the next dungeon that we go to. We may or may not, depending on how terrible my luck is with the RNG again. So, we'll see. Meanwhile, over here, you've got the famous Star Beans Cafe. I think I can talk to the guy out here and he'll tell me about it. Jeez. Not a big fan of the town you live in, huh? This guy will tell me. So yeah, this is Star Beans Cafe. Complaints, comments? No, I don't know your Star Bee system, so let me tell you. Don't know if it was 14 or Yakuza 0, either way. Well, I think he would have had a pretty fun time with Yakuza 0, but 14 might have been a little hard. He doesn't exactly have opposable thumbs. Well, actually any of them would have been for that matter, but even harder for 14 because without an opposable thumb you can't use like an MMO mouse or like, you know, click on anything while pressing your hotkeys. Probably would have made a good black mage then though, because they don't really have to move. Oh, okay. So find beans out in the field. There are 4 different kinds. We haven't gotten the 4th one yet. And then bring them to the Star Beans Cafe. Give them a certain number of them, and they'll make new drinks. So this is what you need in order to make all the drinks. You need 25 woo beans, hoo beans, chuckle beans, and he beans are the 4th one that we haven't gotten yet. We could have gotten them before this, but I didn't do any of the extra mini games yet. We'll go do the mini games later. In addition to that, you can also make mixed drinks using woo beans and a different type of bean. So you'll need 15 woo beans and 10 of the other type of bean for each of them. So you have a Hoolumbian, a Chuckaccino, and Tea Espresso. I'm going to be making all of those drinks, except for the Chuckle Blend is going to be made twice. I need 2 Chuckle Blends by the end of the game, and then we'll be good. As long as we get to level 35, then we'll be good. So, sure, I'll join the system. Let's see what we've got in storage here. So I know we have enough woo beans in order to make the woohoo blend. Yeah, let's change the, whoops. Let's change the beans, actually. I just want to see what we've got. We don't have enough of these yet. Chuckle beans, we don't have enough of those yet. Okay, so we can make the woohoo blend at least. So let's go ahead and make that while we're here. There we go. Man, green coffee. Must be full of fiber. What kind of messed up coffee is this? Stop being wimps, just drink it black like I do. I think there is some black coffee in the game. I just don't remember what beans make the black coffee. Probably hoo beans, if I had to guess. Did you guys forget to pay the light bill this time or something? Yeah. Especially with the Luigi's Mansion music in the background. Uh-oh. Luigi, I thought you got all the ghosts at your mansion. Oh, hello. It's Professor Egad. So did you cause the power outage, or was it the ghost? I guess it don't matter now. Aren't you supposed to hit him with a flashlight first? Well, maybe he upgraded his vacuums to just do it for him. Yeah, I'm surprised to see you here. Honestly. Well, Luigi knows the owner. Actually, Mario does too, because Mario was trapped in a painting, so... Oh, I see. So you've been hard at work then, huh, Professor? Eat the beans directly, you cowards. A good coffee is a crunchy coffee. It'd probably give you just the same kind of caffeine high. Well, yeah, we were actually trying it out for the first time, see? Oh, really? Okay. Well, it's part of the Star Bee system, so maybe you haven't tried it. Have a taste there, Doctor. What do you think? Oh, nice. Okay. Well, good. Glad we could help. So every time you make a new drink in the Star Bee system, and that means a unique drink, not one you've made before, Professor Egad will come here, he'll sample the drink for you, and he'll give you a reward for making it. For the first case, we get the Greed Wallets. It's an accessory that you can equip on the menu. There's a 3rd slot of equipment that you can equip now, and so it goes gear, badges, and then accessories. And the Greed Wallet is the first accessory that we can get there. So this man has to keep sampling coffee. Yes. Yes, he does. It's how he keeps awake, you see. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. We'll try to collect some beans in our travels and bring them back. I do, but I don't have enough beans. Sorry, man. Well, I'll be back. Don't worry about it. Jeez. Didn't know you were that attached to me already. Holy hell. So the Woohoo blend apparently is a bitter blend. I don't know if it's only a bitter blend when you, I don't know if the first drink you make is always a bitter blend or what, but Yeah, it'll give you some HP. So we want to give HP to... We actually want to give it to Luigi. Now, Luigi specializes in HP, so that may seem a little bit weird, but there's some equipment that you can get later on in the game that will make Mario have a lot more HP, almost to the point where he'll have as much as Luigi. So I'm going to give this to Luigi just to balance that out. Which drinks do I want to give to who? Let's take a look. For Mario, I want to give him 1 Hoo Hoo blend, 1 Chuckachino, and 2 Chuckle blends over the course of the game. So those have got to get done for him. For Luigi, we did the Woohoo blend. We need to give him the Tee-Hee blend, the Hoolumbian, and the Tee-Hee Espresso. So each brother will get to sample 4 drinks after the professor samples them. So it is a good Easter egg as well. I wish they kept up with the Easter eggs that they were planning on doing in the development phase of the game, though, because what they were planning on doing in the development phase, they were planning on having a bunch of different Nintendo characters come here. Like, originally you were going to see, like, Samus, Fox McCloud, Olimar, a whole bunch of other people from other Nintendo titles come in to sample coffee. It's just, I think what ended up happening is they couldn't really write dialogue around some of those characters because some of them are silent protagonists and some of them are not. So it would have just been like, oh hey, it's Samus Aran, she's a famous bounty hunter. Let her sample some of your coffee. Good job, have a prize. So yeah, I think that's why they sort of scrapped it eventually. But it would have been nice though, at least, I think. Anyway, the Greed Wallet is actually a really solid accessory to have through the entire game because it gives you double the money from everything that you fight in the game. So I'm going to equip it to Luigi because he needs the money to fund his mansion. Mario will get an accessory a little bit later on. And there are several of them. There's 7 accessories you can get in the game. The unfortunate part, though, is that a lot of them are not exactly the best. So we'll use the ones that we can find, the ones that are halfway decent, but yeah, they're not the best, most of them. Some of them don't even really do too much either. So that would have been so cool. Doggo agrees with me. What a good boy. He is a good boy, but he's a little shit sometimes. I mean, most good boys are. So just little shits sometimes, but whatever. Okay, so we could have bought a few other things before. We didn't before, and now we can buy some 1-Up mushrooms. I don't think I'm ever going to need 1-Up mushrooms, though, so if I buy anything out of these shops, it's probably just going to be syrup, because syrup keeps me using my brother's attacks, and brother's attacks are pretty good, so just buy up to, yeah, 16 is good. Now we can use 8 of them, 8 sets of them to heal the brothers of their BP, excuse me. So yeah, the green peppers, I don't know if I mentioned this before, green peppers will boost your defense, and it also makes you lighter. Red peppers, if I remember right, boost power and make you get heavier. So your jump attacks are floatier when you have green peppers, which means they do less damage, but it's also easier to dodge. When you use red peppers, your jumping attacks are more powerful, but it's harder to dodge because you come down like a rock, basically. So we don't need these anymore. I'll keep that. I'll keep the green pepper. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, but I'll keep it just in case. Thank you. Alright, there's one other thing that I want to do here in town before I head off into the sunset today. So let me see if I can find the people involved in this whole thing. There's 2 side quests that you can do in town here. This guy might be the one that I'm looking for. Let me find out. Hello. What's up, man? How are you hurting? Tell massage therapist Mario, he'll help you out. Your beanlets left? Oh, that's not good. They got out of the pen, huh? Okay, so there's 5 beanlets and they're scattered around town. If you can find all 5 of them, he'll give you a prize. Okay, yeah, we'll go look around for them. They're not super motivated, they're just motivated enough to jump up on rooftops. They're Mexican jumping beans, you see. So yeah, that's one of the 2 quests that you can do right now in town, is the Beanlets quest. What the fuck is a beanlet? I would assume it's a teeny... That's a beanlet right up there. I would assume it's a teeny tiny, like, infant beanish person, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's like an infant bean dog or something. So like, you know the old man back in the minecarts area? Maybe this is like the embryo version of a bean dog. I don't know. I think this is the other guy you talked to right here. Yeah, this is him. The soybean civilization, huh? And what's captured your focus out of them? Sure, let's listen. Flying spin beans, tunneling mole beans, and fast-moving dash beans, huh? But no jumping beans. Of course, the advanced technology always happened in history, and then it went away after a while because, you know, of course, hyper-advanced technology always disappears in history, and then we never have access to it again, but, you know. Oh, the bean stones, okay. What about it? Well, that's possible. If they were here, they might have buried them. That's a good question. How do you know where to find them? But where would we start digging? I'll try, but again, I don't know where to start digging. Okay, so there's 5 beanlets to find and 10 beanstones to find in the entire area of Bean Castletown. They're only within the 2 screens of the town, though. They're not up by the castle, and they're not over by the warp pipe room, nothing like that. So just look in these 2 areas, and you'll find them all. And the reward that you get from this quest is actually really good, too, so... Oh, they were on the short side, huh? Now that's very interesting, because I may be able to do something about that. We do happen to have someone who can get a little bit shorter in our party, so we'll see what we can, if we can figure out how to manage that one. But can we find all the beanlets and beanstones to help the NPCs here in Bean Castletown? And what is Cackletta up to at Woohoo University? Will we be able to stop her from using Princess Peach's voice to grant her desires with the Beanstar? And what hand was Queen Bean talking about when she said that ours was better than hers? Find out on the next episode of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, the Stream Edition. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I will post the schedule for next week on Twitter, Discord, YouTube, and here on Twitch just after I do the description for this video. But for now, that's going to be all for today. We will be back on Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue with this game. So until then, everybody, take care and have a good night. Why in the absolute fuck is this baby all El Mustachio? He does have a bit of a bean mustache there, doesn't he? He's probably starting growing it out because it's going to be all over his body at some point. I feel like that was in a cartoon once. Somebody who's like a mustache, but their entire body was a mustache. I'm going to have to look that up now because it's really going to bother me if I don't look it up.